Hello, everybody. We are live. It is Thursday, May 21st, 2026. I am doing an afternoon show today. So it won't be probably as long as usual, but I did want to come through and cover this Aunt Jefe topic. Girl, does this topic have the podcast guys out here acting a little bit crazy, acting a little bit insane, if you ask me? Oh my gosh. It's like, the guys, they like to make fun of the girls, they like to make fun of the women, but they are making up everything. They are making up stories, they are making up legends, they are making up lore, they are imagining things out of the clear blue heavens about this Aunt Jefe situation. I mean, I have never seen these guys on, these not all of them, obviously, not all of them, but some of these guys, like for example, I'll give you some examples. Poetic Flacco, Seti Nash, they are trying to be investigation YouTubers all of a sudden. They are looking up cases of recent murders. They're looking up stuff that could be, they're talking about taco stands. They're talking about Hood Day from August. I mean, they're talking about everything. They have pulled up Aunt Jefe's most recently posted videos looking like he's got dried tear streaks coming down the side of his face. We need to talk about it, okay? And it just so happens that the No Jumper show or whatever is live right now, and they did just provide an update on the Aunt Jefe situation. In addition to that, now, why do I care? Why am I talking about Aunt Jefe? Because he directly tried to start a beef or in a fight with me. So all because he's the one who said, you remember, okay, look, put a one in the chat if you remember. Some little girls be fasting, grown, and thrust themselves into the lifestyle. Yep, that's him. He's the one who said that. Some little girls be fasting, grown, and thrust themselves into the lifestyle. And if you have a problem with it, it's because you just don't understand the culture. Yep, that was him. That was him. So now he's on my roster. He's on my list of people whose situations and things I keep up with. Now, all that being said, and then additionally, on top of that, he came out here and then lashed out manically at me. It was really crazy. Okay, so that's the one we're talking about. That's why that's why I care, and that's why I'm talking about it here. But I became invested because of that, right? I'm just kind of like, he's on the roster, he's on the list. But then, y'all, as one does, I had to start watching the videos of other people who are covering the story. And some people I have watched their videos before. My brother, Tough Steno, my cousin, WIGTV, their coverage seems reasonable. Sure, there might be a little speculatory quality here and there, but it's very obvious that they're just saying we don't really know what happens. That's fine. Okay, we don't know what happened. That's basically what I'm doing too. I don't know what happened. However, some of these guys, as aforementioned, they're out here acting insane. So I've been watching the coverage of this case from the different podcasters, if you could even call them that. I mean, basically, they're like hood drama YouTubers at this point. And like, I don't even think we should play pretend by calling them anything else. It's like hood drama YouTubers. That's what they are. Not all of them, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Poetic Flacco. He's basically a drama YouTuber. But anyway, I mean, so am I. So what? So what? It's just like, just call it what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway. So, sorry, I was reading y'all's comments. Burnett. Yeah, he was on the call me said that I needed to be a Burnett before he took me seriously. And then Steno was like, he needs to check the roots. And I was like, calling out my roots. Anyway, listen. So there was a recent update on the No Jumper show that they are live right now, but the segment on Aunt Jefe does seem to be over. Now, Lush, Fed Lusher, what's his name? Lush One. He said that there may be more, updates as the show goes on today, because as y'all know, Aunt Jefe was arrested on Tuesday. Today is Thursday. And in California, there's a statute that says that the district attorney only has 48 hours in general to bring charges against you. We saw this with the David case, but they kind of were LAPD was a little smart on the David case, or a little slick, we should say. And they actually arrested David on like a Thursday. So it allowed them to have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before finally David had to be arraigned on Monday, or else they were going to have to let him go. So I guess technically he did stay in the jail for about 4 days. But Ant Jefe, the host from No Jumper, he was arrested on Wednesday. And at first it was kind of like, what was he arrested for? They brought up or broke the news on No Jumper on the show on Tuesday, the 19th. They were like, Ant Jefe has been arrested. We don't know what for. They talked about the bond. It was like $1 million bond. And they talked about it on the show. Like, okay, there's only a few things that could give you $1 million bond. It has to be something that's like life in prison eligible, whatever. I had my own theory that I don't think it's actually $1 million bond. I don't think his bond has actually been officially set yet. That was my own theory. I could totally be wrong, but if it is $1 million bond, that's pretty serious. But as I've been watching this case and watching the hood drama YouTubers talk about this situation, I've almost like started to kind of feel like a little bit bad for Ant Jefe, who like literally I have beef with personally. Like, I mean, I've never spoken to him personally, but he called me out or whatever, and all that. But like at the end of the day, like I stand by what I said. I stand by what I stand for, which is protecting kids. But that's not the only thing I stand for. I also stand for like people are innocent until proven guilty, and just like a certain level of decorum. There are certain people who actually in real life know Young Ant Jefe, aka Maurice Shelmon. Okay. There are people who actually really know him in real life and have met him and are talking about him in this speculative way, like, so you could say putting bodies on him, aka like accusing him of literally killing people. There's like 3 or 4 different theories going around. Oh my gosh, there's my brother right there. There's like 3 or 4 different theories going around, and it isn't just like, oh, let's look at like actual things Ant Jefe has said. It's like, let's look at any and every crime that has happened in the whole entirety of Los Angeles in the last 2 weeks. Y'all, have you ever seen the LAPD move that fast on any freaking thing? You think there was a murder last night and they're arresting somebody tomorrow? Absolutely not. This has got to be something from months ago, if not almost a year ago. I just like, that's just what my first gut reaction is. That's not based on facts. But like, I'm not like, you notice that I'm not saying like, oh my God, yeah, I don't like Ant Jefe, therefore he necessarily murdered someone. Like, that is so insane. That is so crazy. And shout out to Tufstein on the chat. So like SETI now, I don't even remember whose theory is who. So I'm not even going to attribute any theories to anybody at this moment. But like, okay, so just so y'all know, the hood drama YouTubers are talking about several different theories of what possibly horrendous crime they're like already basically indicting. He's indicted by the the drama YouTubers. But anyway, so like one of the possible like theories going around, which y'all please don't go spreading any of these theories. I'm literally only telling you them to just say like, I don't think we should be doing all of this. Like, it's kind of stupid to sit here and speculate on to this extent. I want to be very clear. I don't mind a little bit of speculation, because if the speculation is based off of things like maybe Jefe has said, if the speculation is based off things that is like, okay, yeah, a law enforcement source has said, or someone's like, I'm talking to his family, or I am his family member. Okay, fine. Give that a little bit of weight. But until we see what comes out from this arraignment that has to happen today, he might not even get arraigned. The district attorney might not even indict him. Now, I do want to say, if he did actually do any of these things that the drama YouTubers are accusing him of having been participating in and stuff, yeah, absolutely. Put his ass in jail, prison, like if he killed somebody, my God, yeah, obviously. But like, can we wait till we get the criminal affidavit? Can we wait till we get the affidavit of probable cause? Can we wait till we at least get an arraignment? Now, I've been checking. I've spent probably, I don't know, $25. It used to charge me $1. Now, it all of a sudden on the LA court started charging me $4.95 or $4.75 or something to run a search. I'm kind of aggravated about that. The price went up. But I've been searching all day and I still have not been able to find, the most recent search I did was about an hour ago. I still have not been able to find any case that exists for Ant Jefe. So I'm assuming, this is an assumption. Okay. I'm assuming that means his his arraignment is going to be happening at the 1:30 time slot. There's 2 times in the California criminal courts that they do arraignments. One batch starts at 8:30 a.m. Pacific, like California time. And one starts at 1:30 California time, PM. So that would be like 3 minutes ago. So I'm just assuming that is when he will be getting arraigned today. Like pretty much, I'm assuming he's in court right now. And that was also backed up by what they said on this episode of the live show on No Jumper. The charge is to search, not download. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. The charge is just to run one search. Yes. You sent me an article on my favorite tablet. Is it TMZ's article from yesterday? According to Family, this is from a DP they gave someone from the set, which I'm assuming he just passed away from injuries. Okay. So a DP is like a disciplinary something. I just learned about this literally today. I'm not an expert or whatever, but it's like basically like if people are in a gang, like someone's in a gang, they do something against the rules or whatever, they do a violation or something, then they basically got to get beat up. And this isn't just gangs, right? Like this is like fraternities, sororities, like lots of different, societies, clubs, cults do this type of behavior. And so if you do something wrong, you do something bad, you basically like get a punishment, and the punishment is often like getting beat up or whatever. And so the rumor, one of the several rumors going around of what happened is what Shake just said, and it's like, okay, maybe he was in some type of gang activity. Now, I don't necessarily think that's okay, so let me just start off with Lush one on No Jumper. He said that he's in touch with Aunt Jefe's family. And according to Lush, saying that his source is Aunt Jefe's family, that is what happened. That is what he is being accused of, this gang related thing. However, maybe that's true. If that's true, then, how the hell would I know more than his family? I don't really want to speculate. But since everybody's like taking these stupid rumors and running with them, I just want to say, if this was a gang related death, I would assume the gang and narcotics division would be in charge of it, because they're the ones that have all of the information about the research that they've done, their undercover operations. Like the homicide and robbery division wouldn't, I don't think, be in the best position to make this arrest, but who knows, who really freaking knows? Maybe it was. So that was one of the rumors. Another one of the rumors is something to do with a taco stand. And this was like 2-3 nights ago. Some pow pow pew pew happened at a taco stand, and they're saying that this white SUV vehicle was Aunt Jefe's car. Can you see Aunt Jefe anywhere in the video? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. There's no indication in any way, shape, or form that Aunt Jefe is even in that video. I think it's kind of crazy that these people who like know him in real life, like his real actual acquaintances, are like going on the internet and saying, yeah, I mean, he's gonna caught a body from going to the taco shop 2 nights ago. Please, no, please. Oh man. And then the third like little rumor or whatever they're like spreading out here, these drama YouTubers, is no, there's 2 more different rumors actually. One was something about you remember the Big U case, the Big U Hoover, the Big U indictment. There's 2 RICOs coming out of the No Jumper cast. Basically, one is a RICO having to do with some Hoovers that were allegedly, according to the criminal indictment and complaint, trafficking children, and then the other RICO that had some loose correlation to No Jumper because of loose cannon was the Big U enterprise. So why did I start that? Oh yes. Okay. So very tragically and unfortunately, on Halloween, after Big U had already been in jail awaiting trial for a while, he's innocent until proven guilty. His adult aged son did tragically lose his life in an incident, probably, maybe, perhaps speculated to having to do with gang violence or whatever. So that's sad. This whole thing is sad. I think it's like kind of crazy that like grown men are still like doing this and acting like this. And it's like, to what end? Like everyone's just going to kill themselves. Like this is insane. Like everyone's just going to pew pew everybody and at the park and the parties. And it's just like, I think it's all crazy. And I do think it's very sad. It makes me feel like sad that this happens, but you know what? That's y'all over there. I'm not doing it. I'm not involved in it, but it does cross my timeline whenever there's like children like Nova who are being asked by grown men like Adam 2216 Grand Mason on his podcast with millions and millions and millions of followers if she's going to snitch on the gang. like a 14, 16-year-old, I mean, it crosses my timeline, and then it becomes my business. Unfortunately, it becomes a federal indictment. It becomes my business. So that's one of the rumors, is like, oh, Aunt Jefe is the one that unalived Big U. Like, I think that is the most irresponsible thing to put on him, as he is like about to go into a jail. Like, even just starting that rumor, even if it's not true, is like a life or death rumor. I think it's pretty crazy that people who actually know him and what it's like to be on the inside of a cell are about. And look, this is coming from somebody that, like, I have beef with Aunt Jefe. He don't need me to defend him. He called me stupid and ditzy and everything else. So, I mean, this come from me. So imagine how wildly inappropriate and strange it is that his own, like, friends, co-hosts, co-workers are doing the things they're doing. I mean, like, I think they're kind of putting his life in danger. Y'all can let me know if y'all agree. Okay, I'm about to check my email. Oh, this is new. Breaking news. This is from about an hour ago. I did not see this. Thank you so much, Flojo. Breaking news as of an hour ago. TMZ, another exclusive. Oh, no. Okay, this does kind of look like a little bit like that DP rumor. I hate to say it. Here's the title. Again, this is coming from TMZ. Take it with a grain of salt. None of us were there. We don't know. No Jumper co-host Aunt Jefe, alleged murmur victim, died of blunt force trauma in a parking lot. There he is right there. Carl Welch. Oh my God. Okay, this is breaking news. I had not seen this, and I've been refreshing all day, Flojo. Oh, this is sad. Okay, this is news. I'm reading the news. No Jumper co-host alleged murder victim died from blunt force trauma. No Jumper co-host Aunt Jefe, alleged murder victim, died in a parking lot. His name was Carl Welch, and Aunt Jefe is innocent until proven guilty. The person who prosecutors claim No Jumper podcast co-host Aunt Jefe murdered died of blunt force trauma in a parking lot, TMZ has learned. Prosecutors filed legal documents formally charging Aunt Jefe, real name Maurice Shelmon, and another man named Johnny Gray. Who is Johnny Gray? Does anyone know who Johnny Gray is? They charged Aunt Jefe and Johnny Gray with this person's unaliving. And the LA County Medical Examiner listed the cause of death and a few other details on their own website. Okay, we'll go right to that after this. Prosecutors allege the crime went down on or about January 31st. I told y'all this wasn't recent. This was not recent. I said this was at least a few weeks to a few months ago, possibly even last year. January is when this incident allegedly occurred, according to TMZ, who is citing the paperwork. I guess they got the paperwork that the prosecutors filed. Now, they also said that the LA County Medical Examiner listed the cause of death and a few other details on their own site. So once we're done with this article, which is only a couple more sentences, we will go to the medical examiner's website. I had a feeling I needed to go live later today on my live show because I just really wanted to focus on facts and kind of calm down a little bit of the hysteria that the dudes have going on right now. Tufstino, yeah, it's not looking good. And that's what I was actually talking to Tufstino, my brother, earlier about. I said, here's the thing. On the one hand, yeah, it's like too many people are speculating too much crazy stuff. Like, I think they're actually putting his life in danger. And I'm laughing because it's so serious. Like, it's a nervous laugh. I don't think it's funny at all. Even people I don't like, even people I don't think are good people necessarily, I don't think that I'm not going to wish harm to befall them for many reasons I won't get into, but I just don't. I don't think he got enough going on. He got enough going on without me pouring salt in the wound. But I am going to cover the story. So we were talking about, I said, on the one hand, these people are spreading all kinds of crazy stuff. On the other hand, a lot of these people do know him, do know his family members, and they are in close proximity to the situation. So some of these rumors are probably, like, at least one of them is probably true. Like, somebody probably has some kernel of the truth, and it's like, you just because we won't know until we have more facts from evidence and paperwork and more firsthand accounts. I kind of think it is a little bit irresponsible to just be like, I have the exclusive footage of what happened when you like literally have no idea. But this is not a taco stand incident. Okay. This is not the taco stand. This is not baby Yui, because that happened on like, I think Halloween. That's Big U's son. So it's not those two fake rumors that were spread. And it's like, they're going to get their check. They're going to get their AdSense payout for those lies, for those 80, 100,000 views they got. Maybe I shouldn't say lies, because I don't know if they knew when it was not true when they said it, but I don't think that, Poetic Flacco, for example, did a very good job of making it very clear, like, which parts were his opinion. Like, he said all that stuff as if it really happened and he knew it for a fact, which I found to be strange. Okay, so second day in a row that I'm like, oh my God, breaking news, TMZ exclusive. Prosecutors, according to the paperwork filed that TMZ claims that they got a hold of, they allege that the crime went down about January 31st this year. They also said, they also listed a series of previous charges for which Aunt Jefe had previously been arrested, including robbery. We broke the story. Jefe was arrested by LAPD's Elite Robbery-Homicide Division and booked for felony murder. Adam22 said Ant has been a great podcaster for the last year or so. And as far as I knew, he wasn't really in the streets like that anymore. So this was all a huge shock. Okay, so I am going to go. I'm going to go to the medical examiner's website. Once I get off. Once I get off of here too, I'm going to order this alleged victim's autopsy report. So let me see. We're going to go Carl Welch. That's what they're saying his name was. January 31st, 2026. He was 51 years old. Carl Welch. Age 51. Place of death, parking lot. Case status open. Body released. Black male. Homicide. Blunt trauma. Okay, so I am going to purchase these. I think it's $50. I'm going to do it after the live stream. Let me go to the medical examiners, because look right here. The reason I'm doing this is because TMZ said Johnny Gray, and that's spelled Johnnie, not Johnnny. LA County Medical Examiner listed. Okay, wait. Oh, I guess that's what they mean. Cause of death and a few other details. Okay, I see what they mean. I think they mean, because you know how like on the Celeste Rivas Hernandez case, for example, they put out like the coroner and the medical examiner, they put out like a statement. That's kind of what I thought they were talking about. I think they just mean this, what we are looking at here. So let me take a screenshot, because they'll be deleting stuff. Okay, I do want to buy the documents. Let me see how much it would take to do that just right here on the live, so I have it. If the case status is listed as open, the report will be mailed once the case status is closed. Okay, let me see if the case status is open. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to order it yet because it says case status open. So I don't want to do that because I spent $50 on I think it was 50 on the Celeste Rivas Hernandez one, and they just sent me like one piece of paper, and they were like, we can't send it to you yet. But then once it got unreleased, they didn't send it to me. So I'm not doing that again. Thank you, Flojo TV, for the $4.99. I will put it toward the paperwork fund, but I am not going to order today Carl Welch's autopsy because it says open. See, like when you press purchase documents, it says, please note, if the case status of your case is listed as open, the report will be mailed once the status is closed. Who knows when that could be? and the report is finalized, including any additional testing, such as toxicology. Orders for the report are accepted in advance. However, the report will not be released until the case is closed and finalized. Reports are typically mailed 4 to 6 weeks after the case is closed. So then when we go over here, it does say the case is still open. Now this is interesting because it says cause of death of this supposed murder was blunt trauma and other significant conditions. Now here's what I find to be interesting, and thank you Flojo TV for the $4.99. I mean, a lot about this case is interesting, but the prosecutors, according to TMZ, and TMZ says that they saw the paperwork that the court filed, that the district attorney filed. So if they're telling the truth, which take with a grain of salt, that is TMZ, they only mention Ant Jefe, aka Maurice Shelmon, and another man by the name of Johnny Gray. So a lot of people were saying, and kind of me included, I don't really think Ant Jefe pulled the trigger, as it were. Now we have now found out something very important, in case you missed the inference here. He was not shot. The victim couldn't have been shot. It was blunt force and other significant conditions. So again, like I said earlier, speculation when it's based on some type of paperwork, some type of facts, I think is a little different than just wild speculation based on nothing. And so now we have some new facts. We have a 51-year-old, Carl Welch, who died in a parking lot. 2 people are being named as having done the injury. It doesn't say a bullet wound. It doesn't say sharp, it doesn't say laceration, stab wound, whatever. It says blunt trauma, blunt force trauma. This is like being bludgeoned with something, hit with fists, kicked, hit with an item, like not stab. So blunt trauma in a parking lot, and it's 2 people being alleged, and other significant conditions. Everything I just said is facts based on this. Now, these defense attorneys might disagree. They might get a JOMA out here to say that ain't facts. I didn't see it. I wasn't there. Sure, fair. But at least we have official records. This is something we learned in the Upchurch situation. You can only take that I wasn't there, I don't believe it so far. There's a certain amount of all right, we're going to have to go with the public record. We're going to have to go with what the authorities are putting out here. And what the authorities are now saying is this man, Carl Welch, died from blunt force trauma. These are medical authorities, the medical examiner. But not only that, look, cause D, other significant conditions. So what I can imagine is it's something like, what's that word? Perforation of the, serious organ, what you hit somebody so hard, they start having other complications. Maybe they get contusions. Maybe they get, concussion. Maybe they get traumatic brain injury. If you hit them in the head, if you hit them maybe they have a pre-existing condition. They had a seizure, these are things that can happen if you're getting the hell beat out of you. Now, this does, I believe, add a little bit more credibility to that whole DP theory, which is apparently through third-hand sources being reported from Ant Jefe's family. Yes, that's what it is. I didn't talk to his family. I want to be very clear. Lush said he talked to his family. Jayoma, I know. Oh my God. I plead the fifth, said my brother got into a fight and the guy had a heart attack and he got manslaughter. That does happen. That's called the eggshell plaintiff rule. Okay. The eggshell plaintiff rule in civil court, or the eggshell victim rule. Especially in civil court, even if you don't know that somebody has a certain medical condition, but you still intentionally batter, like you punch them or hit them or strike them, and they have they call it eggshell because there was this kid who had a very rare bone condition in first grade, and his classmate kicked him, horseplay kick, but it shattered this kid's bones in his legs and he could never walk again. He had to have his leg amputated. I don't know, something real dramatic you would never expect, just from horseplaying. But he still was able to sue, and he still was able to get money for that. And the defendant argued, how was my kid supposed to know that he had a fragile whatever. And the judge said it don't matter. That's the eggshell plaintiff rule. I think free the Vela is a little bit silly, because if he beat a 51-year-old man to death in a parking lot, we're not going to be out here clapping our free him. Now, what I think we can all agree on is he is and should be considered innocent until proven guilty. Oh, it's a blank category? Okay. All right. So Obsidian, thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. Cause D, she's saying, or he or they, Obsidian 1111 is saying, no, there is no other cause. It's just blunt trauma. And this was supposed to be some other category, but it's blank. Maybe, but what about the other? Okay, I could see what you're saying, because cause B is also blank. Cause C is blank. Okay, all right, maybe so. Yeah, you might be right on that one. I thought it was cause D is other significant conditions, but you're right, because the font size is the same here. Okay, I think you're right. I think it's just one cause of death, blunt trauma. I think that's true. I think that's right. Okay, thank you. And thank you for the $6.99. Thank you so much, Player Profit, for the $5 Canadian, funding some searches. Also, I tried to read MPD Psycho and I got bored and fell asleep. It ain't for me either, girl. I tried to watch it on they have it actually on YouTube, the series adaptation. Same. I got through about 45 seconds and I was like, I'll try this another day. Oh, okay. You monitored like hundreds of deferred cases on their website, so you know a little. Got it. Well, look, that's why it takes us all. Thank you. Okay. So what else? Let me just do a quick search here. The Johnny Gray thing. I'm going to do Aunt Jefe. I'm going to go Maurice. I'll go Aunt Jefe. Johnny Gray. Okay, I guess that's like still the most recent thing. Hold on. Oh, I think they might have just updated this. 147, they updated it. The victim could have had an underlying condition, but it doesn't say other conditions. I think Obsidian was right. Okay, let me turn on reader view. This article appears to have been updated 1:47 p.m., which would have been about 10 minutes ago. Carl Welch. Prosecutors filed legal documents charging Maurice Shelmon and another man named Johnny Gray with Carl Welch's murder. Prosecutors say the crime went down about January 31st. They also list a series of previous charges for which Jefe was arrested. Okay, let me go to the inmate search. Because he was being held at the 77th Street Station. It says blunt trauma, not blunt force trauma. I think I just have a habit of saying force. Last name, Shelmon. First name, Maurice. It's so confusing that he goes by Ant. What the heck? There ain't no Anthony anywhere. Maurice Keandre Shelmon. Okay, cars. I'm not a robot. Okay. Look how much not a robot tests it wants me to take. Okay, so I don't think anything has been updated on the inmate search. It's still listing him as being located at the 77th Street Station, but I have a strong reason to believe that he's over there up at the courthouse right now. Okay, so we just looked at, Let's see if I can find anything about Carl Welch in general. Oh, maybe they're, obituary? Oh, wow. I think I found his obituary. This is a public record. This is a public record. I'm just trying to see who this Carl. Now, the reason that I think it's him is because we're basing this on facts. Carl Welch, same spelling. Death date, exact same date, January 31st, 2026. His middle name appears to be Terrell. And he don't have no obituary. Oh, this is sad. Oh. Can we stop fighting in the streets and killing each other, please? Look at this. This is where it leads. For what? Can we stop? I mean, I'm saying we because, like, y'all are my cousins, but, like, obviously I'm sitting in my house. I ain't doing this stuff. But look how sad this is. I will love and miss you forever, Dad. Dajane Welch. Y'all know I'm sad whenever people's dads die young. My dad was 47. Oh, it's a listen. It says listen to obituary. That's sad. So I guess his middle name is Terrell. That's the little picture. That's sad. Rest in peace, Mr. Uncle Welch. Look, my cousins, they're right there. That's sad. That's who they saying Young Ant Jefe and Johnny. What was his name? Johnny Gray? Johnny Gray. Can we stop, y'all? Oh my God. Johnny Gray, Los Angeles. Not Los Angeles. Freudian slip on that one. Oh, I really hope that it wasn't Johnny Gray the third. All right. Johnny Gray appears to be a very, very popular name. I'm not going to pull up any of these people. As a lot of people look like they named that. I'm going to just Google Aunt Jefe arraignment. Tufstino said, yeah, my free veil is about to be at a standstill. That's why y'all don't hear me hollering about free nobody until I have more facts. No, but I appreciate it though, Stino, because I know you also are not like the biggest fan of like Vel, and I think that is what we kind of need to give everybody like the benefit of the doubt, innocent until proven guilty, because that is how we would want to be treated. Certainly, that's how I would want to be treated. Vel is the nickname that Tough Stino has made for Aunt Heffy. Anyway, he has a whole thing. Character he based it off of. So, okay, I'm going to pull this up. This right here, Remo, this is who Lush on No Jumper said. The family said this is the story that happened. So let's hear what's the story that happened according to Lush, who claims to be in direct contact with the family of Aunt Heffy.
For real, man.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got the speakers switched to a different thing here. Okay, hold on. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Come on, play. What I done? Crashed it? Hold on, let me refresh.
Yo, just to update on the Aunt Hefe situation.
Let me know if y'all can hear that.
I know a lot of rumors and shit have been hitting the internet. Everyone's trying to say that Aunt Hefe was actually involved with the shooting at a taco stand. I'm not sure about that. From what I'm hearing that young Aunt Hefe was actually arrested from a situation that stemmed from like a few months back. I'm hearing it was like a DP gone wrong where I don't know, maybe somebody in his clique got DP'd, but in the midst of the dude getting a DP, someone
Okay, I want to pause this. For a second because Obsidian claims that. How do you know? Oh, he's on the LASD inmate search. Okay. Let me go to the inmate search myself here. How do you know that? You just looked up Johnny Gray on the inmate search? Okay, that was smart. Okay, Gray, Johnny. I'm not a robot. Motorcycle. Oh my. There's a bunch of them. Oh my. Look at all this. There's a lot. Johnny in there for a lot. Look like 3 separate. Oh no, there's Amir. Is it Amir or L? Okay, so there's Johnny Amir Gray or Amire. Amir or I don't know, girl. Then there's Johnny Lee. So you saying it's Johnny Lee Gray? That would be this one. Not a robot. Cars. Car. Is this cars or boats? Look like boats to me. Oh, here's a car. When was he arrested? Same day. Oh, come on, Johnny. Well, innocent till proven guilty, and his bail is more. So if I had to guess, they're charging this one with a little bit higher. What are they charging him with? They don't say. Oh, man, he got freaking cases. Gee, golly, look at that. This looks like it's the one to do with Aunt Jefe, just because that's the one that has the 99 in front of it. One is a case from the 2024. One's from 2025. Man, Johnny's in trouble. Jesus. No information on release. Where's he being held? Same station as Aunt Jefe. Same. Oh, they arrested him first too. 10 in the morning. They got Jefe at about 1 some couple hours later. Now, just to be clear, I don't know for sure if this is the same Johnny Gray, but he is in jail being held. Same place as Aunt Jefe, arrested on the same day as Aunt Jefe. Same exact spelling of his name, within the same age group, 5-6 years apart. Okay. He got a lot of cases though. I think he's being charged a little bit higher and harder than Aunt Jefe. Oh, not Sheldon, Shelmon. I'm gonna look Shelmon up again. Because at any time, at any moment here, we're gonna get some information on the Aunt Jefe situation. He is being arraigned right now, if I had to bet. I mean, I'm not a betting person. I don't bet. But if I had to, he's in that courthouse right now getting arraigned. Car. Beep. Okay. Yeah, he's on the LASD. Isn't that crazy? Wow. He also has $1 million bail for the same thing. Yep. DP means disciplinary punishment. Basically a beat down by your friends because you did something wrong. Oh, man. I know. They think I'm a robot. Please. That's not me. Alien, if anything, girl. I feel so sad seeing that picture of that person being like, I'll love you forever, Dad. Can we stop with all that? Just killing and violence. Okay. All right. So now let's listen to what Lush said. Now remember, Lush, he ain't on here yet. He claims to have been in direct contact with the family of Aunt Jefe.
You mean some monsters? You didn't come for any of the other ones. Nah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's too joined it up for us. It's all good, you know. Nah, but you on dad duty, all kinds of shit.
I swear.
So
nah,
I'm gonna turn it on
late at night and shit.
I'm gonna turn it on 1.5 until they start talking about the Aunt Jefe topic. This is from earlier today, a couple hours ago. I think they're actually live right now, but the Aunt Jefe part was up here.
I be telling motherfuckers,
bro, maybe not.
Nowadays, man, once come 10, 11 o'clock, nigga, I'm damn near useless. Useless.
So you're like, now?
Super.
Do you think that happened after your baby?
Absolutely.
Uncle Mighty.
Before? Man, Josh, no. How old are you?
He was a young hoe.
Josh, no, I'm out.
Oh, Mighty younger than me too, which is crazy.
5 in the morning, and then I come here, do my job, and then go do my other job. And
Okay,
then,
can we get to
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
you could possibly see
I'm
the
fast
same
forwarding.
bitch on 3 different blades. It just depends on the day. I'm up to a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'm not that old,
You gotta
man.
bring you out of
That's the juice.
And I'm cool, man.
Mama, I got these before Adam got his A6. He copied me. Okay, just know that, y'all.
Okay, so this part, we'll just do some comic relief real quick because I don't think anybody on this show has any fashion sense, like any of them, like any person at all whatsoever. There was this guy on there 2 days ago. He had on some blue jeans, some like denim blue jeans with some flower embroidery. That was precious. Whoever that was, I will not group that person in with everybody else fashion, but it's all bad. I'm sorry, it's all bad. And I have a very eccentric fashion sensibility. I know that my fashion isn't everybody's cup of tea, and I don't really care because it ain't your body, it's mine, and I get to dress it how I want. Thank you. So that goes for them too. But this guy's like, Moose is lashing out at people for saying that he stole Adam 22's drip, like his look. Like he's like, no, I was dressing like this before Adam 22. Nobody needs to take credit for that look. That is not, oh my God, girl.
That's why I work, man. They copy that nigga.
It's a t-shirt and jorts. It's a t-shirt and jorts.
That's wild. Copying Adam for drip is it?
Jesus Christ.
But you're dripped out today.
Hey, I
No,
appreciate
he's
that. That's
not.
super real.
She's being too nice to
trying put that shit
him.
on. I know the chat doesn't think so, but I'm gonna keep
She knows he ain't dripped out, but it's good for her. She's so sweet.
shit on. What is y'all talking about? Well, it wasn't the right link for that one.
It was. He just doesn't want to watch it.
Oh, okay.
He's like the most defiant behind the screen worker.
Fuck, bro.
He's the most defiant nigga on the boards ever.
Yeah, he's like a badass kid we gave control to.
Ever.
Well, it's like what you want.
Okay, I'm just waiting
Me
for
too.
the Ant Heavy part. I'm fast forwarding.
Yo, just update on the Ant Jefe situation. I know a lot of rumors and shit been hitting the internet. Everyone's trying to say that
Okay, so they're watching this video that I tried to watch earlier, but got distracted.
Young Ant Jefe was actually involved with the shooting at a taco stand. I'm not sure about that. From what I'm hearing that Young Ant Jefe was actually arrested from a situation that stemmed from like a few months back. I'm hearing it was like a DP gone wrong where I don't know, maybe somebody in his
Somebody said, do you think Adam has that place sweeped for bugs every day? No, I don't. Because you're either talking about like bugs from the feds, which Adam is one in my opinion. Just kidding. Haha, it's a joke. Or actual, do I think he has the place sprayed for bugs? No, I don't. I think he just changes the rug out every so often and throws the old one away and puts in a new one.
quick got DP, but in the midst of the dude getting a DP, someone actually passed away during the DP, and that is actually what Ant Jefe supposedly, allegedly, is arrested for. I'm hearing that is not for the shooting. You know, a lot of people have been on records.
Okay, let me slow it down. I can't really listen when it's that fast like that. Okay, so this is that Remo video I was showing y'all. This one right here. Oh,
Yo, just the update.
this one right here. This is going to be important in a moment. Shout out to Bass Pro Shop. This is going to be important in a moment, but just like listen through right now. If you don't get the context, that's fine. You're going to learn soon why it matters.
And that it was actually him. He shot a guy a few times at the taco stand and related to some blood incident. I'm hearing that those are two different separate incidents and shit from what I'm hearing in my sources and shit. But free Young Ant Jefe. Shout out to everybody involved. My condolences to everybody. But
I'm not shouting out to everyone involved. That's crazy.
That everyone's trying to say with the blood guy from PB or wherever. But it was actually from a situation that stemmed from a few months back. And I think if you can if you see the video, you can see Ant Jefe kind of was going through it where you can say he had a hard day. So I think Ant Jefe kind of knew the feds, or not the feds, but the police was actually on him. He kind of knew about the situation in advance. But free Ant Jefe, man.
So this is stuff that's kind of like somewhat corroborated and substantiated at this point. It really kind of did look like Ant Jefe was crying in his last video. We can take a look at that in a moment. But let's just watch a little bit more of this update on No Jumper from just a couple hours ago.
For real, man.
Jeez, that sucks.
Man, yeah. So a bunch of people came out and was reporting, said he
Is a generous term.
Yeah, it was blatant misinformation. Yeah,
and then putting a wrong body on them. If that's true, putting wrong bodies on you and you just got to jail is crazy.
That was what I said.
Before he was even fully processed into LA County,
he's not even been processed yet.
Put on him,
right?
He knows in the LA.
Right. Oh my God, I can't believe I am agreeing with the feds right now. I mean, with Lush right now. And you know what else too? Almighty Suspect. That's this one right here. He kind of looks like the guy that was like, "Hide your kids, hide your wife." Antoine Dotson. He was the one that was like, "I'm getting backed up by a lady with 2 American flags." Yeah, that was me. Because he was like actually taking up for little girls. He's like, "I'm a girl dad. I'm not going to be jumping on this whole some little girls be fast and grown train. No, we're not doing that." but he's going to jail himself, like, I don't know, tomorrow or something. So they're having like a 24-hour live stream on No Jumper in support of this guy going away to jail. And I'm just like, why are people still tripping and falling over themselves to go and be on this podcast? Like, it really is the No Jumper curse.
That's grimy.
Just think about how insane that is.
But it's none of it's on paperwork, right?
None of it, because it's not
got to do.
true. Like what he is. So Ant is probably in the court tank as we speak. He is probably
Okay. So remember Lush over there on the one talking with his bright orange shoes. He's saying that Lush is probably in the court tank right now. This was a couple hours ago. And he said he was in contact with Ant Jefe's family.
I'll see a judge within the next few hours. That would be 72 hours from his initial arrest.
No, it would be 48, but you tried.
Or I guess no, 48.
It was Tuesday.
Yes, 48. But he is, per his own people telling me, has court today. And per my understanding, what he is being accused of.
Per his own people. Per Ant Jefe's own people. Ant Jefe has court today. He has to have court today or else they have to let him free because of the 48-hour rule.
Remo just said in his most recent video, and it is not for, as said, he reported, Big U's son.
Yeah, that was insane.
That
That
was
came from Left
crazy.
Field. The show.
Especially like, and I get it.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, said he said that yesterday. I don't know if did Flacco say that as well.
No, Flacco said the taco
I know
stand.
Flacco had a long video.
Flacco had the taco stand. Seti had the Big U. Somebody else had the DP. This was crazy, y'all. This was a very insane past 24 hours from these men.
Including like a 4-minute cosplay of what the dialogue was. He was
He
like
just made
freestyling
dialogue
Yeah,
up.
he was doing like an
Nah,
improv.
I'm from A-Trade Gangster. Yeah, let's take a look.
See what Flacco
a.m. in the morning. Went over and tried to get some tacos. Now, this late night taco run ended up in a house.
So this is like complete and total delusion. And he's just out there getting the 100,000 views.
Investigation.
The LAPD says there was an argument just before the gunfire, and it all unfolded just steps away from a busy taco stand.
NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi joins us live from the LAPD headquarters after talking with witnesses. Camilla.
Hi, Jonathan and Kathy. Telemundo 52 spoke with the brother.
This is just a random taco murder
Of the man who was killed. I also spoke with one man who was working at the taco stand last night. He told me he heard about 7 to 8 gunshots.
Young Ant Jefe is from A-Trade Gangster Crib.
Oh
Young
my God.
Ant Jefe goes to a taco stand. He's standing in line for some tacos.
Young Ant Jefe is from 8-Tray Gangsta Crip. Let's say that's true. Let's say that's true. Poetic Flacco goes on No Jumper. There's like a 99.9% chance, probably 100. I'm saying 99.9 because I don't know for sure. But like Ant Jefe works or hosts on No Jumper. Poetic occasionally still goes on No Jumper. I have reason to believe they've crossed paths in person. What if this was some type of related charge or something on his literal acquaintance? Here he is out here snitching. I mean, I don't know what the technical definition of snitching is, okay? But like, I'll just say airing out the business, airing out he's from 8-Tray Gangsta Crip. Girl, what? What are you doing? Look, listen, I'm going to say it though. I'll say it though. I ain't scared to say it. If Ant Jefe did what he's accused of doing, he ought to go to jail. And I don't care if somebody tells on him or not. But I'm just like, wait, this is what they're doing. This is their level of like loyalty to, I mean, golly.
Now, when you are a black man and you have elevated to a certain place in life, such as where Young Ant Jefe is at, where he's a popping podcaster, a successful YouTube channel, he's on allegedly, that's why Young Ant Jefe killed the dude from Pablo Bloods.
Let's go ahead and get you to
And like, again, y'all, let's say his family's right. And the reason he's over there in jail right now is because something to do with this Carl Welch guy. Maybe it was, supposed disciplinary, whatever punishment. I keep forgetting what the DP stands for. Sorry. But like, he's already got enough problems with the already existing gang affiliates in the prison and the jail that's being held. And now they're just putting other bodies on him. Like, oh, and now he killed a Blood. And now he killed a Pablo this. Oh, and he also killed Big U's son. Aunt Jefe ain't going to make it out of there alive. Y'all need to stop. It be your own people. This is his friends. It's people don't even like him like me. Out here having to say, can y'all stop blaming this man for killing everybody in the last 6 months?
Video from earlier in this clip, you can see several bullet holes in a fence near the stand. The LAPD says the shooting was reported just before 2 in the morning near the intersection of Holmes and Slauson Avenues. As you mentioned earlier, there are a number of businesses in the area. Police say a man walked toward a car and there was some sort of an argument. Police say the man was then shot and the shooter took off in a car. It is unclear at this point what led up to the argument. The family of the
And Poetic Flacco just made up a whole story how this was Aunt Hefty in the car. It was Aunt Hefty was driving the getaway car.
In reaction from a man who was working at the taco stand.
We don't know nothing. All we know
That's exactly what I said, Pixie Dot. Flacco's video, the man on the video looked more like Prescription Pants than it looked like Aunt Hefty to me.
Justice. He was a good person, a loving person. He took care of everybody.
We hear some
That's
people
sad, but what does that have to do with Aunt
I thought
Hefty?
the same thing. Currently, I believe those sections are in accordance. I could be I heard that.
I just said, nigga, look, I'll pull that shit out for you right now. It's crazy, right? Because nigga, my uncle is
I thought it's the Village Stones that's really into it.
My uncle is Avalon Blue.
I don't know who that is.
I had just sent the post to my boy from over there, AMG Crazy.
Yeah.
And what that say right there?
Probably.
And this was 6 days ago.
Yeah.
So some niggas supposed to be, you know what I'm saying?
You know how it be though, like
these niggas is dissing each other right now.
You know how it be because like little disputes will come out between different like eras and cliques and gangs, and then
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I just can't get over how out of place Lush really is. You know how it be though. You know how it be, like, you know, the separate sets. No. And you don't know how it be either. Stop. Give up the charade.
But like the overall hood isn't necessarily in accordance with it because they have, but like this,
Y'all showed a terrible
gangs are
picture of
weird
me.
like that, or like
Y'all showed a
tricky.
terrible picture of me for that 24-hour stream. Terrible.
Oh,
You look drugged out.
his last
You're trying to make us
thumbnail.
both look crazy.
What the
It's
fuck?
Hey,
literally, like-
I left you a gift
Terrible.
over there on the side of you.
Sadly.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
but it's ultimately it's just like it's crazy that they would try to put this on Ant when there's nothing.
I do
to
agree with
correlate,
that.
or I don't know how they made this.
It was literally as soon as the TMZ report said that it was something about murder. That's when all the videos started. As
Mhm.
soon as the
No, that's
TMZ
not
shit
true.
dropped.
People are looking up.
That's not true. It was before that. They were already going a little bit crazy. But when TMZ did come out and say it was murder for sure, that's when it really started going crazy because I was following the story already. I remember Adam and Lush and the rest sitting around there with that one empty chair where Aunt Hefty was supposed to be and speculating why he wasn't at work, knowing probably why he wasn't at work the whole time. Then Munchie B told him how to look up Aunt Hefty's full real name. Aunt Hefty's full real name, Maurice Shelmon. None of us knew his name. We all thought it was Anthony or something. I didn't watch 1090. People are saying Jake took the cake. I didn't watch that one. But anyway, yeah, once TMZ came out and said that an exclusive law enforcement source did tell them that it was a murder, it kind of did go a little bit more crazy at that point. But it was already
And
crazy.
exactly.
TMZ
Yeah.
put the body on him too, right?
They just said that there was a body, like he got picked up
There's
for
not
murder.
people getting smoked in South Central all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, you can't correlate. Oh, it must have been this. This is the recent. Oh yeah. There's no other issues going on in the section.
Also,
Yeah.
like the system should be smart enough to like not put those together.
Girl, this girl's real sweet, but I'm not sure she knows what's going on at all at any given time.
Well, yeah.
I'm
it's
sure
not
the
even-
jail didn't put together. It's just
It's not the
everybody else.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just like the
He's
public
not getting
perception
charged
and shit.
with all
Mhm.
these things.
Yeah, it's
These are just
that's the
rumors.
cold part about it, Trid. Like the system is not even making these.
But this could influence some
This-
shit in the streets where somebody could be under the impression that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Ant did something
It could also influence some things in the jail.
that he didn't. And you know what I'm saying?
Expect to put his name.
So the fact that people would even have like Big U's son, you know, rest in peace, in the mix with this is really problematic, especially because, as Adam said the other day, there's been narratives that Ant has been pushing a line to help squash
Yeah, on some
situations
peaceful
between,
shit.
like gangsters in neighborhood and
And if y'all seen the video with the nigga at the taco stand yet? Y'all seen that video?
Yeah. We
That don't look like
No,
him.
no.
None of those
that's
people
what
in
I-
that video
who-
look like Ant.
The
They're
only
too tall.
person that even slightly
And too
resembles
buff.
him is clearly
They're
not
too
him.
big.
Like
I
the
mean,
dude
yeah.
that ducked behind, that's not him. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't, and that's not his car. That the
Might have
dude
been
that- that's not
poetic.
him, you know
None
what
of
I
the
mean?
people in that video, I looked at every single person in there. None of the people, the shooter, none of the other
No.
people look like Ant at all. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
whatsoever. So that's like two incidents that, like I said, people that know Ant personally. Now, I don't want to fully bleed them. I don't want to like get on Flacco's helmet super tough because he is media and he's doing what he's supposed to do, reporting. However, I feel like in this instance, there was really poor due diligence done. And the fact that it's somebody that we all know in real life.
Yeah, even more like getting at him, like I would be offended, like on Ant's behalf. I would just be like, bro, like you don't want to report shit like this. Like, how many times do you get these type of stories where it's completely almost fabricated, pretty much? Like you just make it.
Okay, that's like all fine and good, but they also sat up there on No Jumper and talked about, oh, the only thing that has $1 million bail that I know about is a hot one. Okay, so y'all were speculating too before you even knew if it was a murder or not.
The connection is not true, so people stop like believing in anything you say. You feel me? Like how many misses you got where it's just like you kind of just throwing darts at the board.
That's an afterthought.
You feel me? That's true, I guess.
And that's kind of crazy though. Like nigga, like hella platforms all report wrong shit. Like even TMZ. Yeah.
TMZ does report wrong stuff, but all they said was they talked to a police officer at LAPD that confirmed that Ant Jefe was arrested for felony murder. So I don't know if we're in a position yet to say that TMZ reported something wrong in this case yet.
That nigga effing need to sue all you niggas.
Well, at least like TMZ has enough like wherewithal and foresight and experience to know how to phrase this shit as to where it's not.
Yeah, because they just said, "Oh, No Jumper host got picked up for a murder."
Yeah,
you know
no,
exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
that was all the YouTubers and shit that did that.
Isn't it crazy that TMZ like
they knew what they was doing?
Yeah, they wanted the headline, but they're not gonna
They've been doing this
jump
for a
out the
long time.
window.
They've been doing it for many moons, but also they known as like the fuck shit platform.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they
No, I think that might be No Jumper.
They get
report
redacted
all
all the
kinds of,
time.
and even they had enough wherewithal to not jump out the window on this.
Yeah, I
What?
heard once you talking
They
about
said
this,
it was a
like,
murder.
the Rampart division picked him up. So, and he was saying like if
That makes no sense.
Really?
That's Newton's.
he was
division.
saying, or no, he was
That's
saying
my
like
hood.
he was saying like that like the division that picked him up, it doesn't even make sense that it would match up with the taco stand
That's
shit.
what
That's
I'm
what he was saying.
saying.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Newton's division.
He got picked up by 77.
My
That
bad.
is-
Yeah, I misspoke. That's what he was saying. It was like it was the wrong division that picked him up. If it were to be the taco stand shit, like it wouldn't be them same people.
Well, I'll say I do know that Slauson and Town or whatever, like that. Yeah, but that is 77th. That is literally right there. That's like within 20 blocks of that.
Okay.
Because that's like 57th to 70. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
like, it's literally right there. But I don't know. There's been so many narratives that people are pushing.
Wait, that was 77?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the police station that wound up arresting him.
Oh, okay,
which
got it.
Is 77th Division. However, important to note that 77th Division handles the majority of homicides in South LA.
Okay.
So or South
So it
Central.
could line up.
Okay, that's interesting. He said, I don't know how true it is or not, but Lush just said the 77th Street Division handles the majority of homicides in LA. Interesting. Ant Jefe got arrested and another man by the name of Johnny Gray.
We don't know if it's actually a murder or a robbery. It's just we know that that's the division that picked him.
Well, we didn't, but I mean, we still don't because we weren't there. But according to TMZ's two different exclusives, is a murder. And it was a man by the name of Carl Welch, who was 51 years old at the time, and he died on January 31st, 2026.
Correct.
Yeah.
We don't know, but I know that I'm fairly certain or 100% certain it's not just a robbery. I believe
Okay, Lush said, I'm 100% certain it's not just a robbery.
this is what I believe he is being accused of, and he didn't do it. And actually, like no funny shit. This isn't even me. Like,
Here's the thing. There's a dead body, and the man died from blunt force trauma. He didn't die from a heart attack. He didn't die from a OD. He didn't die from a oopsie, fell off the roof. Somebody hit him with the car on accident. Like, he died from blunt trauma. So somebody killed the man. I don't think it was a deer. I don't think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer came out and boxed him with his hoofs. Okay. I think the man died somehow. And so somebody killed him on January 31st, 2026. Who was it? Ant Jefe is innocent till proven guilty. I mean, I feel like me and my brother and a couple of my cousins are the only people acting like it. But somebody killed the man. He didn't die from a heart attack. He died from blunt trauma. So for Lush to be sitting here acting so incredibly certain, he's gonna have to pin this body on somebody else. Some other guy did it. Sogdi. Okay, that has to be your defense. Somebody else did it because we have a dead person that got killed from blunt force trauma. So was it all Johnny Gray? What was Ant Jefe doing? There's only 2 people charged. Oh, okay. Somebody said 77th has one of / the highest homicide rates in LA. Interesting. Thank you so much to Danielle Marie for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for being a member for 1 month. Okay, let's go back to this.
Defending it, like I actually know he didn't do it for real. But
does he have an alibi?
He said, I know he didn't do it for real. And this girl's like, does he have an alibi?
I think that's like, I don't know anything like as far as all that goes, but I just know he didn't do it. But what I believe he's being accused of is accessory.
I feel like he was in the.
No, he's not being accused of being an accessory. He's being accused of a separate, different statute, the 187 felony murder statute. And a lot of people say, and there was a time when this was true. Anybody can kind of be like charged under this felony murder, like if they had anything to do with any planning, any commission, anything, any whatever. That has now been reformed, and now you have to have like actually been a major participant. So gone are the days where it's like, oh, you were in the getaway car 16 miles down the street, you know, you weren't there for the crime at all. Like, you might be able to be charged as a co-conspirator or an accessory, but you won't be able to be charged successfully for murder. This is felony murder. You have to have played a substantial role in someone dying. It's just so weird when people just say anything these days. It's crazy.
Essence of something that happened, and they're trying to kind of twist his arm to, you know, maybe try to get information, or you know, throw the book at him and be like, you're going to go down if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if nobody else goes down, or all of these guys are going to go down.
They're going to charge him with something.
And plus, that's a high profile arrest for them to make regardless.
TMZ's reporting about it and shit. You know?
Keep the high profile thing in mind, because I want to go over a different website in a moment or in a little while.
Like, I think people are like, I think a lot of people, because we're like, we see this fool all the time and he's just the homie, that we lose perspective on him and we lose perspective on each other. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all might be
Ant's a trophy out here for sure.
We all might be doing really big shit or have like crazy accolades, but we don't really. I just see Moose.
Oh man, I'm so bored with Lush.
All the amazing.
He made me
I just know
on.
them sitting in these chairs. But this fool Ant, not only is he putting up really stellar numbers on YouTube and is like growing as a content creator in the LA hood space, you feel me, the LA gangster space.
Did this man just say the LA hood space, the LA gangsta space, like it's a online niche community? You feel me?
They'll be sitting in these chairs. But this fool Ant, not only is he putting up really stellar numbers on YouTube and is like growing as a content creator in the LA hood space, but he's also like, you know, this is a dude that did several years in federal prison and is really respected.
Oh man, I looked up his federal paperwork this morning. I got the complaint. I got the plea deal. He did a plea agreement. I think he got sentenced to 10 years, only served 8. Just got out in like 2021 or something. And now he's up to this, allegedly, according to the police.
Individual from the A-Trays, you know, which is one of the most notorious hoods, you know, neighborhoods, gangs in Los Angeles history.
Again, what good is this doing? If this is supposed to be your friend, they're sitting up here trying to act like, oh, free my homie, free him, free Heffy, you know, free the guy. Okay, why are you saying he's so respected? He spent all this time in federal prison. And he's in a very scary, notorious gang. Why? Why would you be saying that and also saying free him at the same time? Do you have any idea what incrimination is? Like, again, if Aunt Heffy did this stuff, he committed these crimes, he ought to go to jail. You're not going to hear me saying free him. But Lush is out here saying free him. Oh, and he's in a scary gang.
And is really respected and known individual from the hood space. You feel me? The LA gangster space.
You feel me?
But he's also like, you know, this is a dude that did several years in federal prison and is really respected and known individual from the A-Trays.
Not the A-Trays.
Most notorious hoods, you know, neighborhoods, gangs in Los Angeles.
What is he doing?
Yeah, and then even like with the YouTube.
Hello, fellow kids.
Shit, Ant was the first dude up here that was like, man, you get your own YouTube shit going. He showed me the back end of his YouTube earnings and shit. He was making a killing. I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to get on my shit. He was like, see, this is what you could do, bro. You just got to run it up. I'm like, so Ant was killing it on YouTube for sure.
And you could even just see with his numbers beyond like all you got to do is look like every video is like, I'm pretty sure hitting 10, 20K.
And he would leave here and drop 3-4 videos in a day, even if they shot off the iPhone. That motherfucker getting views. I don't care what it's shot on. I don't care what his mic sound like. People's tuning in.
That's hustling.
That's
I
hustling.
don't want to like, yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the recipient of Hot Topics today is Young Ant Jefe.
Pew, pew, pew,
pew. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he got his Afro Man hoodie.
It was on my empath shit though. It did bum me out seeing Ant Jefe all sad in this video. That fucked me up. I was like, man.
I know. I kind of felt bad for him. He had like tear crust residue.
And Ant Jefe deserved better, man. He just trying to thug it out and hustle out here, and that shit fucked me up, man. That was sad to see.
They're gonna glaze him for an hour now. Seriously. Oh, here comes him. His last meal.
About to say is I don't want to like jump out the window and even express too much emotion about this at this point because I want to.
I think I'm gonna have a chapter in my upcoming autobiography called "I Was on My Empath Shit."
Remain optimistic, and I know that LAPD been doing a bunch of fugazi reaching ass arrests lately.
I do want to say I saw your comment a while ago. Obsidian said they went to the court website and searched, paid. Here comes him, points at suspect. This one, you know, he's going to jail like tomorrow, prison like tomorrow to serve his sentence. And they're having a 24-hour live stream. What shenanigans are they going to get up to on that? Who knows? Hopefully all the rugs survive the next 24 hours in the studio. Hopefully they have some ordered on standby, rolled up out back, because I have a bad feeling for the rugs the next 24 hours in the No Jumper headquarters studios. Why do I have a skeleton skull right here? I think they should put something else right here. I think also, since I'm talking about it, I wanted to give a little, you know, y'all know that I like to give my little opinion on set design. This is bad feng shui right here. You need to clean these wires up, tape them along the wall. Also, it's like OSHA, not OSHA compliant. If this was a movie set, OSHA would come and shut y'all down. You got to tape that to the ground if you're going to have them wires like that, first of all. Second of all, look how people have to put their drinks on the arm of this Wayfair couch. Put a little drink stand right here. You see this thing right here? I believe it is an ashtray, but they make drink tables like this. You could put 2 of those right here, 2 of those right here. Wouldn't take up that much space. Or alternatively, a little very skinny side table. So people don't have to put their plates and their cups right here. Okay, that's obvious. And then maybe some hooks so people can hang their bag, their fanny pack. Look how far away he has to put his drink. Look at all this. This is crazy. What is this? This is like definitely going against, see these acoustic panels? This right here is doing the exact opposite of an acoustic panel. The very least you could do is throw a wool blanket over it. Also, since we're talking about it, there's too many cool tones in this room. You need to put a little Himalayan salt lamp. You need to put some warm tones in here. Some round fluffy surfaces, maybe some sheepskin, like fake faux sheepskin over here. This just looks cold, empty, boring, demon possessed, completely devoid of any creativity. I know they got people on here who could do something cute. Paint these things with some freaking spray paint. My God, this just looks just depressing. It just depresses me.
And they don't wind up.
Yeah, fools just end up getting off.
Yeah, they're getting OR'd. Or now, from speaking to a lot of people, including my lawyer and all that, like the likelihood of him being OR'd today is realistically less than I would like to.
Yeah, for sure.
I think OR means released on his own recognizance. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Charges, like that doesn't really happen too much. But
and he got the feds. They're not letting him go that easy.
I'm just hoping that there's like literally
there's no like.
And if they do have occasion to watch this, something would help a lot is real wood tones. It doesn't even have to be real wood, but like some brown, like something brown. Like it needs to be like that will take some texture, that will take some of this like cold harshness out. It needs to be real wood somewhere. Real wood and some gold tones would really take it very far. And maybe a rug that's not like from Amazon.com, like, you know, Temu section, like something with some pattern. Wouldn't be even too bad.
No evidence. Yeah. Or very unsubstantial evidence. Like not enough for them to warrant keeping him for a long. Because the thing is this.
I hope they let him out off technicality or something.
And beyond the fact.
Okay, that was so stupid to me. Almighty suspect is almighty and suspect. I will say that. The almightiest of all suspects. It's very suspect what he just said. He didn't say, I hope they release him because he didn't do anything wrong. You notice that? He said, I hope he gets off on a technicality. That literally means, okay, I hope he gets off on a technicality, means I hope he gets off on something, even though he did it. I hope this man gets to roam the streets free, even though he murdered somebody. Why didn't he just say, I hope he gets off because he didn't do it? What the hell? They really need a dress code. I know. Honestly, I would do it like just as a fun experiment. If one of them wanted me to style them, I would do it.
You know, this is a
And they
family
would
man,
look so much cooler.
the father. This is, you know, a business owner trying to better his life in his circumstances and is an influential figure in the community. And, you know, I've seen nothing because I don't know Ant the gangbanger. You know what I mean? That's not who I met.
I don't know Ant the gangbanger. Well, what about the murderer? Because that's what he's accused of. He's not accused of gang.
I met, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know Ant the criminal or anything like that. I met Ant the entertainer, the podcaster, the MC. You know, that's who I met as far as Ant is concerned. So all of it's same with Brick. That's why a lot of this is really foreign to me when I see it. Like,
Who could I bear to style? I would style any of them. I think I could. I mean, I would style them all differently, but I could style any of them. I would do anyone. The only one that's, I mean, she's got her thing going on. She's like probably Gen Z, you know, she's got her blue hair. Like this is like at least it's like some type of a statement. So, I mean, if she wanted my opinions, I would give them to her. But like, you know, I'm more talking about the guys.
Understand the gravity that their names come with, and I understand like their history to a degree, but that's not the person that I met. So when I see this, like, it is a bit jarring, but really, like, from a personal perspective, a selfish perspective, I'm frustrated because we spent a year plus dialing in this squad to make sure that we have a dope podcast, and we finally it's like it's the same shit that happened with Brick. Like, as soon as we get to
Imagine you're facing murder charges and they're talking about how they're mad because the podcast is now going to be messed up.
Point where like all the pieces are moving the way they're supposed to, like all the gears are turning, everything's like in accordance, boom, some bullshit like this just comes and completely disrupts.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have snitched on him, Lush. I mean, I don't know. The argument can be made. I don't know. I wasn't there. I do want to know how they found out since January to May, you know, who did snitch, who did tell, who knows?
All of our momentum.
But that's always how it goes.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it is. And
Especially that's gonna be better.
well, yeah, and I think, you know, a lot of people try to put the narrative on No Jumper, like, oh, like another person, like No Jumper's the feds. Hey, check this out, man. First of all, because they're like, oh, suspects about to be going in. Oh, loose cannons locked up. Oh, Brick Baby's locked up. Oh, Young and all these.
Okay, I think he's talking about me.
And
Especially that's gonna be better.
well, yeah, and I think, you know, a lot of people try to put the narrative on No Jumper, like, oh, like another person, like No Jumper's the feds.
I think he's talking about me. Who else has said No Jumper's the feds? It's like, you know, me and a few others, but I honestly think they watch every single second of my coverage about them. So I really do think, because imagine, like, I'm kind of an outlier. You know, you watch a couple of these other drama channels about No Jumper, you watched them all kind of thing. You know, there's like not a lot of girls at all doing this, especially like, you know, aunties in their living room in Princeton or whatever. So I really do think that they watch every second of my coverage. That being said, who knows? That being said, I think it's a federal podcast. I think the podcast itself is a federal asset. And I think that there are informants who work on this podcast. I think there's confidential informants. I think there's people who are criminals who have flipped. I think there's people who are always planted as informants. There's like literal agents. I could be wrong. It's not a fact. I have no insider knowledge. It's literally just perhaps a schizophrenic delusion. It's my opinion. But I also have been developing this other schizophrenic delusion theory that also, in addition to that, they're like all tattletelling on each other to the cops so that one will go to jail and they can move up in the hierarchy on No Jumper and get more airtime and more clicks and more clout and therefore more money. That's just lately I've had that theory.
Hey, check this out, man. First of all, because they're like, oh, suspects about to be going in. Oh, loose cannons locked up. Oh, Brick Baby's locked up. Oh,
it is a true statement. Loose cannons locked up. He was on No Jumper. They like to distance themselves from him, but he was. Brick Baby's locked up, and both of them are locked up on federal charges. Big U had his beef with Whack 100, who is the darling of No Jumper, also in federal prison, federal jail right now, facing federal RICO charges. Who else? Crip Mac has been on No Jumper, and he's also gone to jail, served a couple years, I think. And okay, loose cannon, almighty suspect going to jail. Aunt Jefe just got arrested. Don't forget about ATM Richie, who's also been in and out of jail since he's been on No Jumper.
Young and all these different people, and then they'll attribute individuals that are even barely affiliated with us. For example, like I said, loose cannon.
Yeah,
you
Yo,
know,
low key, that is a fire podcast lineup.
that is a great.
I've been
podcast
saying
lineup.
the pod. You know what I'm saying?
It's
If
quite a
it-
posse.
the
That is so stupid. Nobody wants to hear the prison podcast.
Eddie Brick and Aunt Jefe pod would be fire.
Yeah, I prefer that. I think like
Yeah, Luz can be like a guest.
can they like throw tomatoes like rotten tomatoes? in
Yeah,
fucking
he'll be
Luz's
in one of
face?
those dunk tanks and they're throwing baseballs.
Yeah, I'd rather B Braves be a part of this. If we're being fully honest, but
Oh, girl.
boom, that's it.
That's what I said yesterday on the food community. They was on the same shit pushing that line. I'm like, they just be hiring real ones. That
Oh,
be
I can't
outside.
The Foo community. We got the Gang Hood podcast space and the Foo community going on. Okay, they have spoken.
So that, like the paradigm of intelligence food community would be pushing in such an intelligent.
Sometimes he kind of like comes out of his hello fellow kids and says things like the paradigm of intelligence and it gives it away.
Far be it from them to not, right?
Yeah.
In my belief and opinion, not a fact.
Done shit. I mean, there's certain shit where it's like, you know, someone could come from your past and bite you in the ass. There's all kinds of shit when you're a street dude. You know what I'm
People
saying?
keep saying, does the girl even talk? I kind of don't mind that she's not talking. If you don't have anything to say, you just shouldn't talk. That's me. Like, honestly, if y'all were hanging out with me, y'all might be disappointed because when it's a lot of people talking, I just let them talk. When somebody finally asks me something, I'll say it. But that's why you don't see me on a whole bunch of panels and stuff. I don't like to have to fight for my spot to say something. I just want to say my little opinion and go sit on my couch, you know? So I actually don't mind. Like sometimes like, not Jaleese. What's that other one's name? No offense. I really just can't remember her name. Not Jaleese, not Jaleese. The other girl. What's her name? Tam? Is that her name? Sometimes I feel like Jaleese too. Sometimes like they're like fighting to get a word in. And it's like, I don't mind when she's just sitting there being cute. That's fine with me. I don't mind it.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, like when you're hiring a bunch of former or current criminals / gang members and fools that are in the streets, the likelihood like is exponentially increased for people.
Yeah, the likelihood is exponentially increased that when you snitch on somebody that's already in a gang related situation, that they're going to go to jail because they have priors too.
To have criminal circumstances pop up. They got nothing to do with this motherfucking building.
Yeah, but if Adam
Yeah,
was
that gave me time. They don't know nothing about
This ain't got nothing. Your situation got nothing to do with over here.
They don't know anything.
None of it does. None of it ever does.
But if Adam had only hired like me and Ricky's, you know what I'm saying? They would be like, oh, he's not giving the West Coast, the real LA people a chance. And then he hires them and then shit goes south and they're like, oh, he's the feds and he's getting them locked up.
Because
So
if you
it's
had a
like,
bunch of transplants up here,
Maybe he's not. Maybe it's their co-hosts tattling and snitching on each other. You know, some of them don't like each other. And if they're facing some type of charge or some type of situation and they could flip on somebody, you know, two birds, one stone, you flip on somebody you already don't like and you take their spot. Now they're in jail and you're in their spot.
it would be criticizing for that. Like, this ain't LA. So it's like, you feel me?
Like
You
we're
can't
so
win on the internet.
can't win with everybody.
Yeah.
there's no way. But we're so far past the like it's now deviated to specific sections. Oh, he's never booked anyone from Torrance. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's never booked like Santa Monica is severely underrepresented over here. Like at what point is it beyond excessive? Like clearly this is a West Coast platform, despite its fucking hash brown town nasty ass roots.
Yeah.
Like we're deep in the trenches of Los Angeles culture at this point. There's no denying it.
Who's we, fellow kids?
Work it out, do what you want to do. You can't please everybody, bro.
Man, just look at this motherfucking room. We got a Mexican from Sac. We got a bro from South Central. We got a Hyena from Nella. And we got a white boy Jew from fucking far west side.
That's
What the fuck,
black
like,
and Mexican.
Come on, bro. That's not fucking a cross section.
Sounds federal to me.
California, essentially? What is you talking
That
about?
could
Like-
be a Mexican on any given Friday.
yeah, exactly. I'm
Or
like any
black.
race you want to assign me to.
Yeah,
Black
also
or
Whatever you
American.
blend into.
Yeah, I'm also not Jewish, but they're gonna say that, so I might as well just throw the spicy, my boy, word in there, right? But do we talk about okay, so free Ant.
Yeah, free Ant.
Fools is on a bunch of
Backwards.
bullshit.
Free and
Straight the fuck up. Fools is on bullshit. They jaws and we're gonna keep y'all updated. I'm actually about to send a message to his people and see.
Okay, I went
I've
forward.
always been curious about like certain logistical things. Like, do they tell you like do they tell you what you're allowed to bring, what you're not, what the process is when you or is it
mean-
just like turn yourself in at this time here?
I'm just kind of like
with commissary
I'll
prep.
make sure. Yeah.
I'm just like I fast forwarded like over an hour and I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna just kind of like skim through the last 30 minutes or so that they were live and see if they did provide any updates on the Aunt Jefe situation from Aunt Jefe's family members.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm having money on my books already. Yeah.
That's like one of the first things I
What
learned.
shoes do you wear in there?
They like.
Okay, wait. Let me just check the inmate site again. What's his last name? Shelmon. Traffic lights. Is this the one? No. Okay. Look at how much of these things they make me do. What am I doing? Bicycles? Is this bikes or motorcycles? Oh man, they don't make it easy. Still 77th. Oh. Oh. Something has changed? No. I just had my thing slower. Sorry, narrower. Nothing has changed. Still $1 million bail. You click details, it just says that. Okay, so let's go back to the TMZ article and see if they have updated it. You know how they update the articles and sometimes like add new stuff? They have updated it. Okay, let's see if they added anything new. Let me turn it on reader view. Oh wait, what the hell? 209, they updated it. The last time we looked at this, the most recent update was 147. I'm just reading this again, a few other details. No, nothing new. I don't know what maybe they just added some pictures. This is a few days, about a month before the alleged incident. Let me search. Maybe they moved him to the county jail. Maybe. Nothing has changed so far. On the inmate search, I've spent so much stupid money today on the searching on the court website. I'm going to probably wait another hour or so before I search. I pay for another search, but let me see if anybody else has any updates. I'm going to do Ant Jefe arraignment. No, nothing new there. All right, let's get back to the no jumper. Let's see if they got any updates there.
Fucking weird ass sandal open toe.
They're like
type.
Crocs, but not Crocs.
Yeah,
like Dollar Tree Crocs.
Like a Walmart.
Okay, I'm just fast forwarding. I think they're talking about him right here. Almighty suspect is about to go to jail, prison.
Like the $70 Bob Barkers, right? Like, isn't that
Yeah, like bro.
I don't think it's wherever he.
Do y'all know that literally Bob Barker, the guy from? This is crazy. I'm gonna make a BJ Investigates about this one day. Bob Barker, the guy from The Price is Right, has a whole line of products that is sold exclusively in jails and prisons at the commissary, and you could get like Bob Barker deodorant, Bob Barker slippers.
For like $600 in there. We'll be okay.
I think that you should take solace in the fact that you've been to
Y'all, I was thinking about putting some money in Aunt Jefe's commissary.
money already.
I'm not going to because want to know why? Because you can't even do it yet because he's not even been arraigned. And also because I realized I don't know how much stuff costs in commissary. Like, I think it's like really expensive. I think stuff has like instead of 10 cents for, we call it ramen noodles in Louisiana, but you know, ramen, like the instant noodles, instead of 10 cents, I think it's like $1 or $2.
That shit is the worst on the planet.
It's probably
oh my
like
God, nigga, that shit the fucking worst.
I've never heard anyone say that prison's more uncomfortable than LA County.
County is the worst, and I've been to the county before. That shit hell. I ain't gonna lie, man. County,
okay, I'm going.
Come get me.
Are you gonna be in a prison out here, or you're going
I'm not
outstate?
sure.
Okay, let me turn on 1.5 times. I'm just trying to see if they ever got around to the update.
You go.
Meals.
Because I eat brown
You
sugar.
really-
You can only get so much of each thing. You feel me? So if you're trying to get more, you'll
ration it
put
out a little
money
bit.
on somebody else's shit. You feel
Oh
me?
no, buy for
Oh,
Yeah.
he's talking about the commissary. I am very interested in the economics, how it works in there.
Shit.
Some of them commissary meals look bomb as fuck. I be watching, but sometimes it's like, dude, this is
I
like,
don't like that shit, bro.
you're spending 3 hours to give yourself expedited diabetes.
I was
Yeah,
watching
like 5,000 grams of sodium.
Yeah.
I'm watching niggas make nachos.
It is pretty incredible though. They are very, very ingenuitive over there in the prisons, y'all. They can make stuff out of stuff. You hair dye. They can make stuff you'd be like, oh, okay, how? I mean, a lot of stuff involves being made in the toilet, though.
Those niggas getting fucking mackerel.
Or the
The
floor.
pizzas and the trash bags and shit. I see
good
that
on all that shit. Nigga chopping up summer sausages, nigga, with the commissary car with the little
Hella
vending machine
pickles
card.
and
I don't know
jelly
why
and
we.
shit.
I don't know why it's
Pickles and
only
all hot
dudes that
pickles
make
and
this
shit.
content because obviously women would be way better. I feel like
I
they
think
probably
they
be
have a-
cooking up some marvelous shit.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do. They're just not putting it online.
Fire ass cakes. That's the only county shit I was eating. Like the nigga would
Cakes?
get the bananas and shit from commissary, the
Okay.
peaches, nigga,
Ooh,
the crackers, the
yum.
cookies.
Yeah.
Nigga, he'll make like cakes and then he'll put them in the little plastic shit, let it sit,
See?
fuck up out. Oh my
Mhm.
god, oh my mama, I was getting the
See?
cakes every day.
No, but
So-
see,
Cakes.
those, see,
Bro,
that makes
oh my
more
mama.
sense. Like chopping up candies and fucking like
little cookies. Nigga would chop the bananas up, save the peaches and shit that niggas would get.
You gotta
and
save your lunch in there for the little
You do.
ingredients.
Oh
You gotta
my
save-
gosh.
Watching a nigga use jelly to make his fire last longer.
because
One thing about humans, they will make the best of we will make the best of our situation no matter what. I mean, I say they because I've never been a prisoner or jail, but I'm sure I would be making cakes in there.
That's crazy.
And nigga laid and peanut butter, nigga laid out.
I would be trading legal skills for stuff. That would be my trade. I would be like, please nobody beat me up, and I will help you in the law library for however many hours you want.
peanut butter on that
Close it
motherfucker, made a
down.
candle.
And maybe
light a
bring me some Teddy Grahams.
little can. I watched niggas live like real Native Americans in that bitch.
Uh-huh.
Make fire out of thin air, nigga. Cooking up under the
Wow.
nigga, they get grilled cheese sandwich.
I want to make friends with the Native Americans if I ever go to prison who make fire out of thin air. I'm rolling with them.
Day room, my mama, nigga,
That's
fire,
fire.
middle of the day room, grilled cheese sandwich, nigga, kicked the nigga off his bunk, got the scraping the paint off that motherfucker, went and made a fire off the wick in the corner, start blowing air out that bitch like
That's
Native
crazy.
American. I swear to God,
See?
poison darts.
nigga. And
Just oh yes, that's gonna be my friend. That's gonna be my cousin. That's my cousin. Anybody that's creating fire out of thin air, that's my cousin.
I mean, like, nigga, I was like an 80-man dorm or some shit, nigga, and there was like 4 different fires going on in that bitch at the same time.
Oh
Two Mexican niggas standing
my!
behind me smoking a fat ass joint.
Don't tell Spencer Pratt.
Fucking watching Bounce while watching a Ray Charles
Okay.
movie on Bounce. I ain't gonna lie, I was low key kicking it in that motherfucker. Like once I was in that motherfucker chilling for a little while, I was
Once you
kicking
get
it,
settled
bro.
in.
I didn't have no
Not
problems
settled
for real.
in. Yeah.
I didn't have no problems, bro. I was chilling.
But the sweet and sour sauce,
That
isn't
shit
like,
is crazy.
It's like jelly mixed with the chili lime.
No,
Oh no, I'm not.
Noodles on my
I
shit.
don't
If
like
you
sauce
eat
like
noodles,
that.
they're
Hella
free
Cheetos.
pimp.
I was ordering hella hot Cheetos.
Hot
The
Cheetos, I
popsicles
would
over
eat
there?
them.
No,
A
you guys don't
Fifi?
have
You can make
yeah.
your own
The
Fifi.
fake
for
one.
sure.
What's
Are
Fifi?
Are you gonna
Like
make one though?
Yeah.
Hell no.
You ain't gonna be good.
What is Fifi?
In open dorms, bro. That's
Oh,
freaky.
okay,
If
okay.
you in the dorm, if you in the cell, it'd be a thing.
Yeah.
But open dorms, where I was in dorms. I didn't have no privacy and no time to do any of that type of shit.
So wait,
I
we're
feel like there's underlying rules too. Like when I was in, like we didn't shit if our people were in there. Like you do that during program time.
We had certain specific toilets that people would shit in.
I would have a very serious problem. I would probably need to be hospitalized for like constipation or something. I would not be able to do that in front of people. No.
Certain way that people would pee in. Like it's a specific toilet where niggas would shit in, and it's like don't pee in this one and don't shit in those ones.
No, I'm gonna be in the law library. Y'all catch me over there.
Shit, you know.
sanitary.
So like that, niggas will put like sheets up for the showers
Yeah.
to cover the showers up. All that.
It
type
is
of
low
shit.
key more sanitary to piss when you're sitting down too, huh?
Yeah.
Like if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's
That's definitely
Yeah, everyone should sit down. I don't understand the standing up thing.
what you end up developing.
Y'all, I almost passed out on the airplane the other day because this man went in before me and I can't even describe. First of all, the smell, I don't even want to get into the details. I almost passed out. I'll say that.
Motherfucker just sitting down and do everything.
Then some fools like come home and they're like, I still sit, fool.
Sitting makes the most sense. It's the most economical and the cleanest because you're not peeing all over the seat.
Oh my
It's better this
God.
way.
Torture.
I'm crying.
But all right. Fans are shocked to see Moose Man's favorite rapper, Gucci Mane, still a
Okay,
fan
I
of
don't care about that. I
All
want
game in
hefty
Tennessee, and they were booing
news.
him damn near. All right, like he was and I was able to kind of transcend it with like certain
Yeah.
standing on business elements. But that's
Oh
how
my
the
god, he's
best
so
way for
cringe.
Drake to possibly follow this up. Why not? Like he's like 41, 42.
Looking for the
Sounds like
hefty
something that
news.
Man,
That last album, like there were some hits.
Yeah, yeah,
Blasphemous, and
it's
he's
a legend.
tripping.
yeah. When the Fugees covered "Killing Me Soft,"
Before even being able to sample.
Yeah, some people just
Well,
drop and then they'll work with them after it's dropped.
also
and
the Lord
shit.
Infamous
Some
thing was prime.
beats on that mixtape.
Yeah, he did, and even
Bro.
those are for sure
Yeah.
the county gerbs.
He's ready. He's ready to go.
Okay, I'm just fast forwarding to see if there's any updates on the
Crazy shit I've ever
listen,
heard.
Aunt Heffy. Because at the beginning of the thing, when Lesh was talking about Aunt Heffy, he was saying that he was in touch with Aunt Heffy's family. He had this direct line of communication to them. He said that Aunt Heffy is in the tank at the court right now, waiting for the arraignment, waiting for the court hearing. So that's why I'm fast forwarding here through this live that
Like
they just
shot caller
did.
for Dub 5 or some really cool. Yeah, it's rated thus far. When I look at
Trevor Potter. is out there.
Verse from Trevor.
All right.
You're Doug season. Sus, keep your head up, brother. We need them. Fam, calling
I'm gonna play Iceman over the phone beat.
in 12 hours.
Yeah, less than 8 hours. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And he dropped another follow out and said, "Y'all seen Tanani Jake video? He made
Somewhat irresponsible journalism, considering it's someone that he fucks with. But I don't think that he needs to be bled. But I'm like, and I like it's a nuanced situation.
Okay, they're talking about it again.
But I do think that it would have been cool if Flacco just waited to speak on it before he had, or at least not do like the whole.
He had to get them 100,000 views. Let me go see how many views the video has on it. Last time I checked, it was like 81. And like, good for him getting views, but like not on a false statement. Oh, look at this. Oh, perfect timing. My cousin over there at Point and Shoot Forever. He said Poetic Jala caught lying about Young Ant Jefe arrest.
Right, so there have been some new
This is what I came here for.
developments in the Young Ant Jefe murder arrest situation. So Poetic Jala
Virgil Jala is my real name.
says that Young Ant was involved in this taco stand shooting that happened on May the 16th.
Look at this. Stop. Look at that edit. Look at that edit.
Have been some new developments in the Young Ant Jefe murder arrest situation. So Poetic Jala
Virgil Jala is my real name.
says that Young Ant was involved in this taco stand shooting that happened on
Look
May
at
the
that.
16th in Los Angeles.
So Young Ant Jefe is at the taco stand, minding his business, trying to get some tacos, trying to eat.
Okay.
A Pablo Blood pull up. I think
It's just fabricated. This is not even real. It did not happen.
like into Pablo's from like 5'4" or 5 dudes, who knows, right? But the Pablo Blood pull up. Instantly, an altercation breaks out. He starts to bang on Young Ant Jefe. Where you from, Blood? And Jefe,
I swear I thought he said he starts to bagel. I'm like, everyone is stealing my brother Tufstino's catchphrases, but he said bang on. Like he starts to do like gang member things. And again, like this is totally fabricated. Like this is made up. This did not happen. The title of this video is Poetic Jala caught lying about the situation.
Gangsta Crib. Cool. That should have been
Cool.
the end of it.
Cool.
Young Ant Jefe walks away, gets back into his car. Now,
None
when
of this happened.
Young Ant Jefe gets back into his car, the Pablo Blood follows Young Ant Jefe to his car.
None of this happened.
Allegedly, that's why Young Ant Jefe killed the dude from Pablo Blood. So
Allegedly, according to who? You like this is a thing too. Like you can't just say allegedly. You have to say allegedly according to, and then you have to say where you got the allegation. Otherwise, it's Poetic Flacco prescription pant who is alleging it.
Jala says that's why Young Ant Jefe killed
Look
the
at his sad eyes. He was so sad.
guy from Pablo Blood. So Jala is actually lying. He made that whole thing up. That's all rumors and just lies that he came up with. That is not what Young Ant Jefe is locked up for. And so Jala gets called out for this pretty much right away by
Instantly.
Remo, Officer Remo from No Jumper. Everyone knows Remo. So Remo says that
I did not know this guy's name until today. Or
he's
his
lying, and that
nickname.
Young Ant Jefe went down for something that happened a long time ago. It was like a DP gone wrong, and someone lost their life. And
Look, DP is where this is the definition I'm reading it. A gang jumps a member and that member is not supposed to fight back. This is a punishment for effing up. Oh no.
because Young Ant Jefe was technically involved, or he was the lookout, or whatever he was. He didn't actually kill someone, but he was involved. He was like, there was a commission of a felony going on.
The thing is that whole defense kind of gets a little bit more attenuated for me when I now am hearing there was only 2 people being charged. If it was like 6 people being charged, it would be easier for me to believe, oh yeah, he was just sitting in the car as the getaway. So you're telling me one guy beat one guy to death while Ant Jefe just sat there in a car?
Somebody died, and that's what made it PC 189 felony murder.
Just an update on the Ant Jefe situation. I know a lot of rumors and shit
His
been on the
edits.
internet. Everyone's trying to say that Young Ant Jefe was actually involved with the shooting at a taco stand. I'm not sure about that. From what I'm hearing that Young Ant Jefe was actually arrested from a situation that stemmed from like a few months back. I'm hearing it was like a DP gone wrong where I don't know, maybe somebody in his clique got DP'd, but in the midst of the dude getting DP, someone actually passed away during the DP, and that is actually what Ant Jefe supposedly
So
allegedly.
Jala gets called out for this, and he panics and releases an emergency video with
He does. He released an emergency video with some footage.
revised versions of the account. And this was actually pretty funny. So Jala now claims, so he says that he's got footage, and he claims that that Young Ant Jefe's vehicle was involved with the shooting, not Ant
This
Jefe.
is what
One of Ant Jefe's vehicles may or may not have been at the scene when this took place. This car right here
may or may
not have been one of the vehicles that Ant Jefe used to drive to No Jumper. But the driver of the vehicle never actually gets out the car. When the altercation play out between this group of people, somebody runs into the passenger side of one of Ant Jefe's vehicles, allegedly, and they drove off. This right here is the gentleman that was shot and killed. Him right here.
So what this Jala is telling us is that Young Ant Jefe is not seen in any of this footage of the shooting. So Jala made up the story about Young Ant Jefe getting banged on and then going to his car and retrieving a weapon and then shooting the guy. And then so Jala made that whole thing up. Isn't that nice? The only connection that this footage has to Young Ant Jefe is that Jala says that this looks like one of Young Ant Jefe's vehicles. That's it. This is insane.
That is
and what
crazy.
Jala does next is even more insane. Wait till you see this. So Jala justifies his reporting, his malicious, made-up lie story reporting based on this Instagram post. He's saying, look, this guy's the one saying stuff, not me. I'm getting my information from this guy, this Pueblo Blood.
A high-ranking gang member from Pueblo's, Young Woo, it looks like he's
not
letting Young Ant Jefe off the hook completely just yet, because he dropped a video where he essentially names Young Ant Jefe and backs up the story that Young Ant Jefe and this dude had an altercation. Now, from the footage I just seen, if that's Young Ant Jefe's car,
and like, I didn't see Young Ant Jefe anywhere. He was nowhere to be seen.
one of the cars Young Ant Jefe dropped to No Jumper, if that's one of them, then Young Ant Jefe never actually got out the vehicle when the altercation took place.
Pueblo Bishops, rest in peace, my young homie, Lil Bandit, aka Bandino. But listen, man, the story has come out on what happened to him. So allegedly, at the time where he went to the taco stand to get him a burrito, Young Ant Jefe
a burrito. They're all just making it up.
Standing in line, and when the homies seen him, because I'm not sure how many people.
Y'all, wait till we find out that. What if we find out that was him at the taco stand? Now he's gonna have 2 charges.
With the homie Lil Bandit, they start pressing Young Ant Jefe, banging on him. I guess they wasn't aware that, he from HA Gangsters. He also, that popular YouTube nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And after that, you feel me? Once Young Ant Jefe say you from HA Gangster Crip, you would think it'd be like, dead, water under the bridge or some shit. But I guess Young Ant Jefe felt uncomfortable.
I think this was all made up.
And then the homie followed him to his car. That's when the argument ensued. You feel me, with the dissing and everything, and then Young Ant Jefe,
the dissing and everything.
6 or 7, maybe 8.
They still blaming Ant for that murder, apparently. But shout out to Remo, man.
Okay, so that whole story that you just heard that guy tell us, this Pueblo Blood, that story came from Jala's first video. What? He literally said it in his video. He said, this is coming from Jala.
Stop.
The HA Gangsters.
This is how y'all know everything is just fake. That's why I wanted to make this video, because somebody has to be out here holding the truth out, let's look at some facts. Let's look at some truth. Thank God my cousin over there is doing it, point and shoot. Thank God my brother Tufstein is doing it.
It kind of left alone. But the way the Flacco was claiming that the homie Lil Bandit was dissing Young Ant Jefe, dissing all kind of gangs and shit like that. You feel
so Poetic Flacco makes this story go kind of viral. That's what I came on YouTube to do. Let me go and see how many views he has. I want to just see how many views that video has that he made. Because everybody else starts making videos citing it. And come to find out. Oh my God. Look at Trap Lord Ross. He done put out a video titled, "The Ant Jefe situation keeps getting worse." And the thumbnail says 3 murders. Oh, I think he's been around and hung out.
How many times do you think they've convinced you to?
I know he's been out and around Ant Jefe in person at these different events. I think. I shouldn't say I know. Let me see. Poetic Flacco. Okay. I just want to see how many views the video has. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so the first one where he basically made up this whole taco story has 99,000 views. The second one where he panicked and came back and did this footage itself and was like, Ant Jefe may or may not be in this getaway car. It may or may not be his car. Has 77,000. So he's got 177,000 views on these 2 videos. And then he has other people making videos based on his video, and they're citing his video, and they're like, yeah, I mean, Flacco said it. He's, apparently has some type of insider information. So I'm making my video now. And then Flacco is coming out and using those people's videos as proof for his video. Stop.
This guy did was repeat what he heard from Jala, and Jala presents this to his audience and tells his audience that this guy's backing up the story that he reported on.
And backs up the story.
That Young Ant Jefe was getting banged on and went and got a gun and shot him and killed him. This is what Jala is telling his audience, and he's saying this guy is a high-ranking blood member, and he's backing up the story. So, I mean, you just got to understand what's going on. So Jala literally blamed this unsolved murder on Young Ant Jefe or his car. And
that's the picture that he took and put on at the taco stand in the edit.
When he got called out for this because it wasn't true and he knew it, he says that this blood member is blaming Young Ant Jefe, not him. He says this guy's blaming him.
They still blaming Ant for that murder, apparently. But
okay, since I'm giving advice, I would tell Flacco to get rid of that ring light. These ring lights are absolutely useless if you have them across the room like that. Like ring lights are supposed to be like right here, like very, very close to your face. Otherwise, you just get this weird glare in your glasses. And, shout out to the, glasses wearing cousins in the chat. But like the ring light does you no favors at all. Actually, it's very unflattering if you have it that far away from your face. Like all we can see is these stupid rings. Get you 2 key lights and put them at 45 and 45.
Shout out to Remo, man.
The way that Flacco was claiming that, the way that Flacco was claiming that, the way that Flacco was claiming that, the way that Flacco was claiming that.
Now, I want to show you this part where Jala throws shade at Remo for proving him wrong and calling him out for false charges.
Me and Remo has been on the phones trying to get y'all the most information we can get y'all, man. Remo has been a big help. He's been on the phones as well, doing some really, really, really great investigation and detective work when it comes to this case, man. But I'll be real with y'all guys, man. The Pueblo Bloods, they're still blaming Young Ant Jefe for this. I'm not entirely sure Young Ant Jefe fired any shots. Allegedly, that's why Young Ant Jefe killed the dude from Pablo Bloods. The vehicle being seen or not being seen.
He is literally saying he killed Ant Jefe killed the dude. That is crazy.
I don't know. But that's
okay. So what I do want to say though, he makes enough money to have 3-point lighting. I mean, 2-point would be a great start. Or at least you know what I did for a long time? I took a sheet and threw it over, a white sheet and threw it over my ring light just to diffuse that ring light. It's too much. He made enough money off these 2 videos about Ant Jefe to get the 3-point lighting, if you ask me. But what I will say is if Young Ant Jefe, aka Maurice Shelmon, was not the one that had gotten arrested, let's say somebody else had gotten arrested, he would be out here making these videos and saying and talking his hot topic stuff too. So I mean, to some extent, good for the goose, good for the gander, but to some other extent, damn, they're like saying he done murdered 3 people.
People thought Young Ant Jefe got picked up for that particular murder.
They thought that he got picked up for that particular murder because Jala.
What? Jala is my real name.
Because Jala.
Young Ant Jefe may or may not have been at the scene when the murder took place.
May or may not.
But Young Ant Jefe was actually picked up, again, according to Young Ant Jefe's family. Now, if they're misleading us, they're misleading us. But Young Ant Jefe family said he got picked up for a conspiracy a couple of months ago involving a member of A-Tray dying. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? If you're still watching.
A-Tray means 8-3. I think that's the name of the street they grew up on or their, set or whatever. But shout out to them. They probably my cousins or whatever. Probably all my cousins and all. But apparently it was some not even gang on gang violence. No. Gang in gang inside.
The final seconds of this video, he actually provides some actual information. So the family of Young Ant Jefe says that he got picked up for what Remo says he got picked up for.
Yeah.
And then he suggests that the family could be misleading us or lying to us. I mean,
that is true. That they could be. They could be. We don't know.
Liar that he just got called out for lying, suggesting that the family is lying. This Jala is really something else. He told the whole internet that this taco shooting was because of young Anthony Jefe. I mean, even Trapler Ross followed Jala's lead. All the little YouTube cockroaches.
Oh my God. He said all the little YouTube cockroaches. Well, I'm not one of them. Tell you that.
Done this and reported this as Jala
his friends mourning the loss. And then this is kind of footage from the scene. And we've got kind of paramedics there sort of crowding around. And
this is not nothing to do. This is nothing to do with the parking lot death of Carl Welch.
So now what's this death tuber going to do now that, so is he going to come out and say that he reported on something that he shouldn't have?
No, he literally said three murders in his very next thumbnail that came out 30 minutes ago.
There were no facts. I'm wondering what Trapler Ross has.
He doubled down. After this. He tripled down.
I think that their audiences should demand an apology from them, a public apology for how shitty their reporting is and how greedy they are and how all they do is talk about whatever they can to get paid. They don't care about anything. They're not interested in anything. They just want money. And so they're willing to spin a narrative about someone, the worst day of someone's life, and about someone who died. I mean, it's really, I mean, where does
Yeah,
it,
someone literally died.
Yeah, they need
and
to
his child posted that sweet picture.
apologize, I think, to their audiences for lying to their audiences. And so it does appear that Ant was arrested for what we originally thought. That was reported by TMZ, which is felony murder, which is when, you know, someone dies during the commission of a felony. Everyone committing the felony gets a murder charge. Okay. And the $1 million bail, people were confused about this. Yes, you can post bail, a $1 million bail before you see a judge, before you're arraigned.
Okay, what is this? Did the arrestee base bail list code the arrestee charged with 2 or more offenses? I don't know how to read this. We'll
That's
have to
what bail
see.
is. So you can post bail even though you haven't seen a judge. I don't know where people are getting that from, but it's really interesting. I'd like maybe a better explanation of what, because maybe I'm getting this wrong. I don't know. So this is the bail schedule for Los Angeles County. So you guys can read through and figure out why his bail was set to that. And if you want to learn about Jala's scammer activity, check out this video and go give it a like and a comment for me. Okay.
Chalice,
So
that was
thank
a
you guys for-
funny video. I think that's the video where he said prescription pants. Okay, let's go back to the inmate search. See if it's been updated. Last name Shelmon. Oh, no, not Schlemon. Shelmon. First name Maurice. Oh, I'm not a robot. Bridge. I guess that's kind of like a bridge. Traffic light. There's a flock camera. Traffic light. Is that one over there? I'm gonna say no. Nope. Still at 77th Street. They haven't updated this yet. Has anybody? It's 3:30 right now. Over their time. Let me look up Ant Jefe on like just Google and stuff. Oh shoot. I wanted to keep that open. Hold on. I wanted to go to that. No jumper. Somebody had said, I forgot who said it. Somebody had said go to the 1 hour 56-minute mark. Oh, they are live now, I guess, for their live stream. Okay, hold on. Let me go to this one. Hour 56 minute, they said.
Free Anto is backwards.
Okay, they are
420,
talking about
TMZ
it. Okay.
updated on Jefe. We already read this, but him and another guy are being charged with murder and robbery. Somebody died in a parking lot in January. Yes, thank you. We did report on that. However, let me look one time just to see if there is an update from his people. And I think I did get a phone call.
He got a phone call.
And basically,
hold on.
41
Wait a
said,
sec.
does Drake make music for men that sigh until someone asks them what's wrong? I can see that.
Yeah, let me actually. His homie CJ just hit me up too.
His homie CJ. Okay. We're getting a report from homie CJ.
To call in, so we should call CJ real
Oh,
quick.
CJ wants to call.
What's up, brother? You live? That's right.
First and foremost, man, free my boy Ant. I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. The monitors are bad. I have to get a new wire, but I'll just repeat it as it goes. CJ said, free my boy Ant first and foremost. And here's this one thinking about, he's got to go to prison tomorrow.
Anto is backwards.
Oh no. What's happened here?
Just because you heard this and heard that, because at the end of the day, y'all throwing accusations on a man that don't even belong on his jacket. And y'all bringing up other people, other communities that, you know.
True. They're just bringing any and everything that ever happened and putting it on Ant Jefe. Lush phone sucks. You could cause him problems aren't even his fault. True.
Haven't had discussions about stuff you don't even got nothing to do with. First and foremost, he was innocent.
You can't say first and foremost about two things. First and foremost, free him. You can't then say first and foremost. You got to then go second.
My boy haven't committed no crimes, man. That's my partner right there. You feel me?
I don't know if he's committed crimes or not, but he is innocent until proven guilty.
He was on a positive tip. He wasn't out here on that page out here, you feel me, getting into
Some guys just be fast and grown and thrust themselves into the lifestyle, if you know what I mean. Some of them just do.
getting into things, you feel me. I just believe it's a situation where the way that the laws is prosecuted needs to change. Like
They already changed it. They already changed it. It's already been changed. So now what? You should be able to kill somebody in a parking lot and get away with it? Like, come on. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying he did that.
accountable for something that you did not do. You didn't commit a crime that shouldn't be able to hold you accountable for this crime, man. I just think he became a victim of success in a way.
Now he's a victim. Okay.
Name getting big, and you know.
Well, yeah, it seems like the.
It's interesting that we are being asked to have sympathy and empathy for this man who's supposedly purportedly a victim, according to CJ, but he, Ant Jefe, didn't have empathy for a child victim of S trafficking or S abuse by adults. That's interesting to me. I mean, I can have empathy for both, but the same man who didn't have empathy for a child S abuse victim said that she somehow was responsible for it. Victim blamed, literally. Now his friend CJ is saying we should have empathy for Jefe because he's a victim. It's just interesting how the tides do turn, and these turned fast.
LAPD loves attaching people that are more notable figures to cases and make them more high profile and try to put the pressure, right?
No, they don't. I remember there being a case very recently of a high profile child who had child illegal material of her posted onto Twitter, and I called LAPD and they said they don't do computer crimes, and it was very high profile. I also remember there being a very high profile case, David, the most searched, Googled name in the whole entire year of 2025. They waited 7-8 months before they prosecuted him or even arrested him. So no, I don't think that that's the truth. And I think that LAPD probably would rather not deal with high profile because they like to just get paid off. That's my opinion. I don't know. It's not a fact.
Most definitely. And LAPD is known for overcharging people.
LAPD is not known for overcharging people. LAPD is known for undercharging people, for people getting 10 years and serving 2. That's what they're known for. Let's be honest here.
And throwing allegations on people that don't even belong with their name or their jacket just to try to just to make a presser, you know.
CJ.
Yeah, but that's not true, CJ, because there is no presser. The LAPD has not put a statement out. The district attorney has not put a statement out. No documents have been released. There is no presser. There's no presser. So they didn't do it just to get a presser because there is no presser.
I'm not trying to rush you, but we're actually about to end the stream and do another one shortly. We could have you call in again, but I want to know, do you have any info about his court date today? Has there been what's
that's
going
what
on
I know.
currently right now?
I don't got no info on his court date today, but I was one of the first people that knew what the actual charge was. But that's my boy, so I thought it would be distasteful for me to make contact.
So no.
I got a personal.
So CJ has no information. He's just calling in for clout.
I just want to. I don't even want to say. I hate.
No, don't worry. Seti Nash and Flacco got you covered, bro.
Man, Seti Rat needs to shut up and get some accurate info.
Seti Rat
Bumping his guns, running his mouth.
bumping his gun.
Don't like that. So and all these dudes, man, Spider Joe, all these dudes is in there celebrating my boy temporary downfall. Man, need to shut up and get tapped in, get some accurate info before they go around just slandering people, throwing dirt on people's names that don't belong. Man, need to really get tapped in. Seti Nash is not a crip. He's a fraud. He's a coward. He's a custer. As my boy C Mac will say.
That's right. Well, CJ, actually, we're gonna call you back when we do the other stream. I think at some point for sure. We're gonna be doing like a 24-hour stream, so we will call you back.
Shout out to CJ, man.
Shout to you, brother, and we'll talk soon. All right.
So man, tap in.
All right, player gone. So yeah, I was kind of hoping for some more
updates.
It is cool to hear from one of his people that's actually his friend to speak up on his behalf. I did want
to be honest. This is one of the most close to the chest cases I've seen. Like with Big U and with the other ones, like by the time we found out about it, like we could look up their charges, their paperwork. There was press release stuff going on. There were announcements, press conferences,
like relevant current information, but you know,
yeah, you probably don't even want to give that shit.
LAPD arrests and the prosecutor charges. I think everybody knows that. I might have, misspoke. It's kind of like, I have a lot going on when I'm live, but yeah, I mean, obviously the LAPD arrests and the prosecutors charge, but I think they did charge him.
Honestly, I mean, I don't think that he's got, I don't think like his case, if I had to guess, he probably like about to see the judge right now, like right now.
Yeah, it's what 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. The arraignment hearings usually they start at 1:30. So if he was maybe saved for the last, he might not even have gone up yet. The court I think closes at 4:30, which is in an hour. He technically, I mean, he still could have not been arraigned yet.
At this 24-hour, we'll get an update for sure.
Yeah, we'll probably have an update before the next stream starts. I bet, like type shit. I wouldn't be surprised. I bet you about to see the judge right now, bro. I have a feeling.
He has a feeling, 100% feeling.
Because y'all creating that real 100 energy as well. Y'all doing good reporting on facts if you really from the land, because you know what's up with Ant Jefe. With Ant Jefe, you already read that one?
Yeah, we just did.
Drake music, the Drake make music for men. That's high until someone asks him. You gotta ask Moose that question.
Hey,
some lush ass foods.
That's fucking funny, dude. The reality is this, right?
I hate people like that too. They're like trying to get
What is reality?
someone's attention. I'm like, I'm gonna purposely ignore you and act like I don't see nothing just so I can go past it. Oh God, yeah.
I'm gonna start smiling extra hard.
Totally oblivious, yeah, for sure.
Enjoy my day, bitch.
I'm just like I always try because I'm like so I care about, like, I'm such an empath or whatever. I don't even know if that's the right word in this context, but I care about the way other people feel.
Can the people stop calling themselves empaths who say that little girls thrust themselves into the lifestyle and it's the culture to abuse little girls sexually? Can we stop calling those people empaths, please? Even she's not buying it either. Look at her face. I agree with her.
The point where I don't like to
feeling other people's feelings.
Correct, but I don't like to impose my emotions on other people in fear of them being upset. You understand what I'm saying? So
no,
I don't typically, like, if I'm on the inverse side, I wear my like emotions on my sleeve. I have no poker face whatsoever.
Yeah, no,
So
I'll
if I'm
definitely.
like sad, it's obvious, and like my energy dictates a room so much that if I'm alone, like everybody gonna be, and that's not like a bragging thing. It's a fucking
man. What's
fact.
the next,
It's a fact.
I think that's all, brother.
I dictate all the energy.
Ghost member for 9 months. Lush, really the goat of no jumper. Shit would be boring as hell without him. Almighty, a real one. Handle that.
I don't know the fuck people think they're talking to in my chat. It's very hilarious to me that people meander over here like cockroaches out of the trash pile and try to tell me what the fuck to do on my channel. Oh my God, you got the wrong one on the right day.
Hey, broski.
Like, what an appropriate.
I knew he was gonna say this bullshit in the news, bro. Let's get out of here.
Hey, they didn't want. Hey, they even these
Please,
people
before the rant starts.
We'll be back in 30 minutes.
They didn't want.
Okay, they started the live. Let's go to this live and see if they have said anything about Heffy.
Oh God.
I'm feeling amazing.
That's a cute doggy.
Let's
Just give the podcast a start too. So if anyone
Wait, that's a cute doggy and it looks clean. Whose dog is that?
watching this back,
You know those type of dogs? I think that's a poodle, a standard poodle. They are so smart.
proceeds
Like unimaginably smart. I think they can like almost read.
from these streams and donations, super chats, everything is going to help put some money on suspects' books and help them out. So
Cook
whether you
said I
love
was
them, whether you hate
dying
them,
trying to
that's-
tag you in this. Why? Did they get into stuff?
Let me get at him. Last time for a
Who's
second,
that
so-
guy?
Yeah, Steven told him before we even started. Steven,
Pull
is,
your
like, one of the
pants.
worst secret
We're
keepers.
still doing this. Please pull your pants up.
You didn't tell me it was a fucking secret.
That's
I never did. I'm a child of I'm a millennial. I'm a straight up middle of the road middle millennial. I'm not even close to the other two generations like in years. And I could never really get on board with the skinny pants that sag. Either you do sagging with big pants or big shorts, or you have skinny pants. You can't do both. I'm sorry, I'm too millennial for that.
What's up, Steven? You fucking ruined it.
I ruined a few.
You've
surprise
ruined so many
birthdays.
Christmases, I bet too.
What the fuck is this? What's this?
Jameson.
Oh Lord, now they done pulled out the liquor.
Bought it from my crib. I don't drink or nothing, but I have this bottle. I think one of my family members gave it to me.
You don't
and,
drink?
And I don't
Then who drank half of it out of there? A third of it.
drink.
I feel you. Mine was.
So I just brought it because I'm like,
They better be careful with that dog sniffing around that half a perk rug. Actually, that's not the half a perk rug. RIP. Put a RIP in the chat for the half a perk rug.
Oh, Lush will drink it if nobody else will. You know what I'm saying? He'll drink whatever.
Lush will actually drink
Suspect point
whatever.
of drinking, like, this is a rare occurrence.
Yeah, never seen. Never
Only
seen
one
it.
other time.
Lush is drinking. Well, because he's fitting to go to prison.
Yeah, you see me
Ooh,
drink before?
karaoke.
I'm a time when I'm drunk.
Karaoke was fun.
He drank the other day, too.
I'm a time.
Yeah.
Some of his Douce.
After the
Very slight. Yeah,
Drake
yeah.
stream.
After the stream. Yeah.
Okay, I'm turning on 1.5
Some niggas get drunk and turn into.
until they start talking about something I care about.
You be on your horny drunk shit, or what type of drunk are you on?
Ew, I don't
I'm
care.
never trying to kill someone.
Forward.
Yeah,
And niggas
that's the
start
worst.
Fighting when you get drunk, leave.
I don't want to hear
Yeah, no
about
drinking,
that.
bro. And I get drinking. I get drunk and start thinking I'm hilarious. Okay.
Yo, this chat is crazy. Don't compare me to Skinny.
Next.
Skinny from the 9.
Oh, you are together?
Nah, and he didn't get drunk and freaky. He didn't do
Next.
from
the
free him- yeah,
allegations.
free him from them
From
allegations.
the shackles
from
of
that weird
sexual
ass-
allegations. That's one character witness, Skinny. Okay. If you,
Okay.
Get drunk and loose, and it's
That's the
everybody else's
Jalise
fault.
stuff. I'm just
I
fast
think
forwarding.
there is something to be learned that you probably shouldn't be fucking bitches when they hella drunk.
Oh
either.
my god.
Fuck, how dare you, bitch? I couldn't consent. Why are
Tag yourself. I'm the dog.
women the only people who got to give consent?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't tell you to pull my dick out
Oh my god. Shut up.
And she took advantage of Skinny.
Shut up.
We already don't want your big ass around.
Who's
No.
man? You date fat bitches? You fucking fat bitches?
A fat ass
Oh
Todd.
my god. They are
Food off of his plate,
degenerate.
eating his fries.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's me. Nigga,
How is he like
repo.
in the building but so late?
That's Lush. It's what he
I think he's
does.
trying to say what's up to the guest.
Oh, y'all got me looking at this. On that motherfucking nigga.
That dog is cute.
He-
The dog is saving the whole scene right now for me.
I'm little.
People think I'm hella fat and short, and then they meet me and be like,
I'm some little guy.
"It's Edgar," but no, he's
He
Kenny
was a
fat.
fat
No,
one.
dude, if you look back at early story pictures, you're like, oh.
A dad bod, so it looks like he ain't going on. You know what I'm saying? When we took our,
Yeah.
that was delirious for sure.
Maybe Lush is getting the update. Somebody said they tried to tag me in this, so
Boys, that's what the fuck y'all.
I did the last 20 minutes, guys.
What the fuck?
So do I get to deduct the news since you're 30
Yeah,
minutes late?
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what the fuck
Then
you
it adds build him a little room up in here, man. Got the chain Lush up at the end of the
And he
night,
gets
so he
fired.
doesn't.
No, they hit too.
I was about to grab one off of them, but the homie gave me.
look
this,
at the
so I
dog.
just
That's
started
me.
smoking this shit.
Me and the dog are the same.
Yeah, those definitely. They told me to hit that blinker. I'm a smoke a little bit, and they hit that bit.
You sneak your weed into school. Room,
No,
nigga. used to
I did not
Nah,
ever
the
sneak
stash
no
in,
weed
like
in
empty
school.
locker.
stupid
Oh god.
Car, son.
Same, that's just stole from her, and I didn't notice that the bottom was like just running.
That's so long.
That's crazy.
Come
Little
on.
travel- little pop Warner team for a little bit, and a little travel basketball team for like a month each.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
So they haven't talked about it yet.
Roller
I'm
skate.
5 minutes away from where they are.
Yeah, if you do that, you can skate.
Need 'em, nigga.
Has Lush even
Yeah, with some
sat?
skates and shit.
I
It go,
get- I
yeah.
jump from the curb to the ground.
Yeah.
Type shit, you
Oh,
feel me?
God.
Nothing past that. I for sure tried that.
Saying
Pull
a
up.
mongoose.
I bet you you'll
feel
find it
me?
right now.
I
Pull
have
up.
mongoose.
Google a
Sure.
brown and white 2005 mongoose.
No.
That bitch gonna pop.
I
There you
used to
go.
rock my
There you go.
pussy everywhere.
That bitch.
I don't
More,
care.
bro.
Only shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
that
I
was like
a
your
kid.
car.
Scooter, I rocked on the Razors heavy.
Oh God.
I have
was
a
on the training wheels
Razor.
for a grip, and then I
Me and Prim have a Razor scooters, and we go Razor scooting around our neighborhood sometimes.
that bitch is off.
Hey,
You just exactly. And what I used to teach. I definitely taught my kids in like a day.
you get on the bike. you're like, fuck,
I could fix my chain. I was replacing inner card in the front.
So they
not
haven't
you.
even talked about it
I
yet.
don't wake up till like 1 o'clock. So these little niggas be on YouTube. Comment.
Talking about
Make it
W Rings.
Like,
Oh, wow.
that's
I do-
it. Like,
oh, wow.
that's
I do
it.
that too.
Womp
If I see
womp.
the game,
Okay, so that was a bust. Yeah, no, they're totally unlikable. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause it there, and we'll come back to that later. Okay, so I do have some other links I want to talk to y'all about. Here's the official website for the LAPD Robbery-Homicide Division, rather. It says established in 1969. This is the agency that arrested Ant Jefe. I do find it interesting that like there's all these allegations that this was somehow gang related, but the Gang and Narcotics Task Force wasn't the arresting office on this. It was actually the robbery homicide. I don't know how they decide who's going to prosecute. I mean, who's going to arrest for what. Established in 1969 by combining the robbery and homicide separately. They were separate divisions, but then robbery homicide joined forces for whatever reason. It was comprised of approximately 60 sworn personnel, 10 civilian support staff, 20 reserve officers under the command of Captain Scott Williams. Robbery Homicide Division is comprised of 4 sections. Gang homicide is inside the Robbery Homicide Division. Okay, this is lapdonline.org is the source. So, okay, this is interesting. Robbery Homicide Division is comprised of 4 sections. Robbery is number 1. Number 2 is homicide. Number 3 is gang homicide. And then the 4th is the special investigation sections. Each tasked with investigating or providing surveillance support for a wide variety of select crimes that are often high profile in nature. Okay, so this is the David case, came under the Robbery Homicide Division. The sections also serve as liaisons between other law enforcement agencies regarding cases of mutual interest, and when required, they orchestrate multi-divisional and or multi-agency task force investigations. Noteworthy investigations that the Robbery Homicide Division has completed or participated in include The Tate LaBianca murders in 1969. The Symbionese Liberation Army shootout, 1974. The SLA bomb planting spree in 1975. The Hillside Strangler of 1977 and 78. The Skid Row Stabber, 1978 and 1979. Sunset Strip Killer of 1980. The murder of Secret Service agent Julie Cross in 1980. The Bob's Big Boy Massacre of 1980. The Night Stalker. I remember the Night Stalker, or that sounds familiar, I should say. The murder of LASD deputy George Arthur, the murder of LAPD detective Thomas Williams, murder of Sherry Ray Rasmussen, the murder of LAPD detective Russell Custer, O.J. Simpson investigation, murder of actor Hein Ngwar, I don't know how to say that, the murder of Ennis Cosby, the North Hollywood shootout of 1997, the Sante and Kenny Kimes investigation of 1998, the serial killer Chester Turner, the Robert Blake investigation, the Indian Motel murders, oh my, Golay and Rutterschmidt, 1999 and 2005, the Grim Sleeper Task Force from 2005 to present, LA Fire Department Captain David Del Toro investigation, the killing of Michael Jackson, the murder of LA Sheriff's Department Deputy Juan Escalante of 2009, the Brian Stowe beating investigation, the Hollywood arson series of 2011, and the Young Ant Jefe murder arrest of 2026. I added the last one, but it is true. It is true. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all that because I saw this a while ago. Now this does answer a question that I did have. Why, if this is somewhat gang related, wasn't the gang violence division on this? Apparently gang homicide investigations do fall under the robbery homicide division and not the gang and narcotics division. So once it turns to a homicide, I guess it goes to the RHD, which is the robbery homicide division. So this right here, I wanted to show y'all. It is just like a stupid AI thing or whatever, but I wanted to show it to y'all because I was asking earlier, like, why would they be doing this? Like, what's the deal with the robbery, homicide, whatever, division, and why are they doing it instead of the gang task force? So I was just kind of looking up information. Now, this is facts. This isn't speculation. Facts according to, this AI. The LAPD's elite robbery homicide division investigates and arrests suspects in Los Angeles' most high profile, complex, and severe criminal cases. You heard that? LAPD's robbery homicide division. That's who arrested Ant Jefe, according to TMZ. Actually, according to the Inmate Check website. So which types of cases? They investigate and arrest suspects in LA's most high profile, complex, and severe criminal cases. They handle investigations and arrests for the following specific types of cases: high profile and celebrity cases, murders involving celebrities, intense media scrutiny, serial killers, and high dollar heists, severe homicides, complex murder cases involving arson or incidents with multiple victims, crimes against police, kidnappings and extortions, which is citywide kidnappings or major extortion cases, major robberies, selected high-profile robberies, and follow-home robberies. Also specialized assaults, including high-profile S crimes and special assignments directed by the Detective Bureau. It's a specialized investigative unit. Okay, so this is what I was trying to tell. I don't know if my brother Stino is in here. I know he had stuff to do with his kids today and his family today. So I don't know if he's in here, but this is what I was saying yesterday. The fact that we saw the robbery homicide division as the arresting agency implies to me there was an investigation. This wasn't like a picked up on patrol situation. And here it says the RHD, the robbery homicide division, is a specialized investigative unit, not a standard patrol response unit. To read more about them, you can go to their official page on Instagram. I guess that's what they're suggesting there. Okay. So also I wanted to pull up the Wikipedia page for the robbery homicide division because they do talk about the kind of the hierarchy, like who they answer to within the bureaucracy of it all. Oh, the death squad. Oh no, this is the special investigation. Wait. No, it's not the robbery homicide division, girl. Okay, anyway, all right. So that's not what I wanted to bring up. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just let's catch up here on the No Jumper and see if we've gotten any updates here.
IW Riz or 20v1 Lush 1 edition daughter? Which one you want?
Sit your little bitch ass in the house and live through these niggas.
I,
For sure, for
I
sure.
know Lush
For
1
sure, for
contestant daughter. I got you.
Yeah, for sure. But now that killed me, bro. Kids sitting at home because I was just having a conversation the other day where I'm like, bro,
I'm
you
trying
should be
to
in the mall doing
wait
that.
for the
You should be at
update.
school doing that. Why?
Because just everybody's not as interactive with each
true,
other.
true. Shit.
Yeah, I keep trying to get
I can
on
never
it.
get into
It's not
Minecraft
as-
or
You gotta look
ghetto ass shit. I'm like, what the
real. That's your part.
I bet Lush is probably on the phone right now with like family or like the people of the like trying to find information out.
I can play this.
I seen the robot
Or in the bathroom, girl. I mean, I don't know.
where they was like shooting up a house party.
No.
This mukbang life. I don't watch it on the
Booty ass
mic.
nigga. You for sure be eating.
No, fuck with Del Taco.
No, they don't fuck with
They
when
think
you
it's
just
hella
want to sit at the
taxing.
crib, play Mac. I'm
I
not.
could have just bought us a buzz.
Nigga, get the check. Bitch, and my baby.
I done that.
Nigga, $100. I get this taco.
Look at the
I'm cheap,
doggy.
bro. I'm
That shit.
Bro, you not, bitch.
Bro. I'm not paying for this
Get
shit.
up
Oh,
Now you took a picture and fact, your little Mexican laugh is crazy. It's to me. That's why it's hilarious, bro. It comes from the diaphragm, you know. I missed it. I didn't. Oh, so that's why you brought that up.
Okay, I'm gonna search. Let me search the website and see if we have any updates for the name search. To see if there's actually a case or any updates in existence for Aunt Jefe. First, I'll go to the inmate search again. No, I'm not scanning anything. Bicycle, no. Here. Does the basket count as the bicycle? We'll go yes. Oh, I guess not. Okay, motorcycle. Motorcycle. I think that's it. Okay. Okay, bus. Okay, no, okay. Let me go search for his case here. Access a case. Search for case by name, criminal defendant. Okay, I gotta sign in. I'm seeing if there's any movement on Aunt Jefe's actual case, if the charge has been brought yet. Okay, so here I'm searching here. Last name, Shelmon. First name, Maurice. $4.75 instead of $1 now. Aggravating. Okay, I'm entering my payment information. Submitting my payment information. Payment successful. Continue. Nope. Still nothing. Man. Let me check TMZ again. See if they've updated. Nope, not since 209. Let's see. Aunt Jefe arraignment. Okay.
That's what he brings him back.
No Jumper set looks like a trendy interrogation room. It literally kind of like does. Okay, well, that's all I really had for this one. Maybe I'll be back on tomorrow to talk more about this if we have more updates. Thank you so much to Corabelle Lane for the $5 super chat for the cause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that. It's going to obviously go straight back into the Searching for Documents Fund. That's all I really had for this one. I'll talk to y'all later. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation, neither are opinions. Everybody is innocent till proven guilty. Let's not be putting all these bodies on people for no reason, even if we don't like them. All right. Love you, Mina K. Bye.